unfortunately, Corey came down with a sickness. He is at a Disturbed concert right now. He's muted for me, can't hear either. Okay, good now. Cool, Borgo's fixed it. Apologies. But yeah, so I was saying, Corey was down with the sickness, so we're going live on YouTube and TikTok. Figured I'll wait till the game's starting to go live on TikTok. It's not like TikTok's holding me to a strict schedule, but you know, anyone who wants to be here, the chatters, can come in as we're starting. And yes, W Ghosty for fixing it.
Thank you guys.
Also, it was funny when we were talking about the JJK thing in Discord to chat. Heather, I do want to specify that when your son claimed, oh, I thought it was a guy on the cover, I 100% believe them. Like, not even joking. I looked it up. I'm like, that looks exactly like Mahito, who is a guy character. So, my guess is your son was not trying to lie to you or pull one over. They genuinely thought that for a moment, but then obviously there are some details that lead you to believe otherwise. He was a good one, gone but not forgotten. Yes, it's almost like you can still hear him. You made his day by agreeing with him. Okay. I'm glad to hear. And it's annoying that anime and manga has that kind of trope of putting stuff like that on the covers. I wanted to get a Chainsaw Man manga one because I really like the show, and I was at the beach at the bookstore, and I found the manga that picks up where the show ended. And I'm like, oh, this is so good, this is so cool. And then I looked at the cover, and it was a half-naked anime girl, and I go, I can't I can't buy this. I can't in public walk up to the counter holding this thing, put it down, and interact with the cashier. I can ask Morgan to do it for me, though. I didn't end up getting the book. I was giving him major sus eyes. I don't blame you. From an outside party, that is major sus. But they drew it strikingly similar to one of the male characters. But I think that is about it. I don't think we have much housekeeping to do besides, we're only going to be live on YouTube and TikTok today. We're not going to be going live on Twitch. We'll be going a little bit longer than the TikTok streams have typically been because of that. Miles will be excited for Wavelength. I'm hoping. Do you need the world's worst mod to go over to TikTok? Ames, you are an amazing mod, first off. But, I don't know. Board Ghost will be here. If you prefer watching on YouTube, I think we'll mostly be fine. Since we're using the split boards now, it makes it a bit easier when it comes to kind of dealing with the bad actors, when it comes to cheating. And even though there were a handful of, how do I phrase, people who I wouldn't like to become regulars in TikTok chat, last time they were mostly flooded out just because we had enough people leaving comments. So right now it's not an issue. Ames was obviously talking about me. Okay, hey, get over there right now. Our strongest soldier. Yeah, however you want to watch, as Borgo said. Woo, Wavelength. Yes, we're doing some classic Wavelength. This is like a cooking show, putting the raw food in while putting out a perfectly baked dish. That is comparable.
Oh, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button.
Oh, yeah.
Live stream over on YouTube. Thank you guys.
If you want to help us on YouTube. And honestly, Ames, we do just need a moderator on YouTube in general. So, however you prefer to watch. But speaking of, I think we've delayed long enough. I'll generate a card for the first one. Then we can actually go live on that other app. I don't see a thumbs up on mobile.
Just double tap the screen if you're on mobile.
Or just give a thumbs up IRL. You know, we take those.
Yes, the AI's tracking you through your camera. It knows.
Yeah, they see you. They'll know.
Dude, How dystopian would that be?
Tired to wired. I don't know. Here's the thing. When every time I say, like, oh, you know, this card is a little bit much to be doing with TikTok. Oh, no. Whoa. That's never happened before. Everything just turned off. Look at that. I'll give you guys a little peek behind the curtain. See that disconnect symbol that just popped up on every... Oh, they're back. Whoa, why do I have text? Let's turn up text on them. Okay. There you go. You got the behind the scenes look. Don't know why that happened. Oh, but when I say this card's a little too complicated to run on TikTok, what I mean is I'm tired of having to explain what words mean. They can't extrapolate, and it's very annoying. What was the one last stream? It was trendy, or sorry, it was fad to classic. And they were like, what's fad mean? What's fad mean? And I'm like, can you not figure it out by looking at the other half of the card? You know what one of the word means. Take the opposite, and that'll put you in the right direction. Okay, all right, I'm fixed now. Hey, everyone, welcome in Genie Pie. White! White! Can we just give a thumbs up in Discord instead? That works. All right, so let's get a card with no big words on it that we can run on TikTok reasonably. What do we got this time? Divided to whole? Nah, nah. I want to start with a solid one here. Side character to main character. Okay, this is a difficult card, but people get really confident with this card, even though they sometimes might be wrong. So I'm good to do that one. What's a character? What does divide mean? Like, I'm not even exaggerating. We would get what does divided mean comments. I have gotten those before. I'm like, come on, please. Character, like a letter in the alphabet.
Please speak a language other than English fluently, please.
I shouldn't have brought this up. Which side? God damn it. All right, we're going live on TikTok now, and we're going to start the game. Going live. Play Wavelength with me. Hey, Phoebe. Phoebe's looking for space on the table to jump up. She's really thinking about it. Come here. Come here, Phoebe. I don't know why she's being so vocal. Oh, there she is. Here's my sweet baby. We do allow cats on the table in this house because she's spoiled. This, oh no. Okay, don't go into the wiring, Phoebe. This is how friendly Phoebe is when there's no one else besides Board Ghost in the studio. Despite her reputation, she is a very friendly cat. Meow. And a very vocal cat. All right, Phoebe, I might have to throw you off the table for the sake of the live. Fort. Phoebe, what's wrong? I fed you moments ago. Say bye. All right, cat's been removed. She's been fed. She was fed moments ago. Scooped her litter box. I don't know. We might need to get another cat to keep her company. All right. I'm giving you guys the hints first. We are going to run the card. She can co-host. It's Phoebe's show now. We're running the card side character to main character. All right, I'm giving you guys the hints to start. So on the spectrum of side character to main character, I am giving you guys a hint. Okay. All right. I have memorized the placement, spinning the board around. Chat, you may look. And I'm going to give you guys a hint. Main character is Phoebe. Is she named after someone, or is it just a Phoebe? Just a Phoebe. Oh, side character to main... Oh, I shouldn't have started with me giving the hints. I hate doing hints for this card, especially solo. Side character to main character. I am going to say... My hint is going to be Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Toph, what's her last name? I don't remember. Toph is going to be my hint, the Earthbender. I am going to start the poll right now. If you're not aware, how you vote on where to set the dial is you type hashtag followed by the number you'd like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. And I can show the poll on screen as we start. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how it gets counted. It is automatic. Your hint is Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Got some votes coming in. Looks like we have 2 for 11 right now. Can we have another hint? I'm sorry, you just get 1 in this version. Who? It is the Earthbender from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Toph, the blind bandit. That is your hint on the spectrum of side character to main character. You get to decide where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you want to set the dial to. Just to let you guys know, it is 1 vote per person. So there's no point in spamming it. Toph Beifong. Okay, thank you. That is the last name. I'm probably pronounced that wrong, but Toph Beifong. Which series, first or second? That's actually a good question. I did not specify, so you'll have to take that into account. Looks like 14 is winning right now. I'll give another moment. Hashtag 10, hashtag 14, only because A said it. She's the best character. She is. All right, get in your votes. I'm going to be ending the poll shortly. I'll give you 5 more seconds. Be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending that poll. 14 was the winner by a good bit. Okay. Now this card is tough. This is a really tough card, especially with the middling placement. But that is a miss. I'm sorry. I was aiming for the middle, so I'm like, okay, it's not going to be a main character. And I think of the core group, I feel like Toph gets the least screen time out of like Zuko or Katara or people like that. So I was hoping maybe it would get there, but that'll be a miss to start us off. I literally said 9. A few people did. It did have a few votes. So it was a tough card. We'll lock in for this next one. Gibbs would have been a good one. I'm not actually familiar with that character. Oh, that's creative. Okay. Being in the main group puts her on the main character side automatically. Fair. I'll accept that. All right, let's generate another card, and you guys can give the hints this time. Take the pressure off me. Timeless to trendy. Chat, do you know what trendy means? What do we think? We want to run this one? You guys are giving the hints. Toph and side character is crazy. It's the best I could think of. Yep, yes, no. All right, I see enough yeses. We're running it. I'll check my dictionary. Okay, how this works, I'm going to be closing my eyes. Did the camera shift, Board Ghost? I feel like I can't see the spectrum right now. I feel like the card's in the way. I have it on the line. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you're not in the double box.
I'm not in the double box?
Yeah, the box lid.
Oh, you're right. You're so right. My bad. Now you guys can see it. Okay. You guys are giving the hints. So what's gonna happen? I'm spinning up the board. I'm closing my eyes, and I'm showing you where the 4 is. You guys are gonna give hints to me to get me to place the red dial right onto that blue 4. Respin it. Oop. Okay, sorry. If there's no blue 4 showing, I respin. So thank you for the catch, Board Ghost. Good. No, really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Sheesh. Surely. Okay, all right. Blue 4 showing this time on the spectrum of timeless to trendy. You guys need to give me a hint to get the red dial right onto that blue 4. Anything that you think will get me to land there. Memorize that placement. This is the real one this time. No more respins. Closing it up, Mark, you may look. Oh, I should put, okay, hold on. I forgot to put focus on the board so you can see a little better. I don't think it makes a difference, but just wanted to give you that real quick. Ooh, Uggs, boots, Crocs, baggy jeans. Don't call me Shirley. Leggings. I feel like I'm leaning a little bit timeless here. I'm really biased towards Crocs, but I don't know. Leggings seem pretty timeless, right? Not necessarily trendy. Cow print. Well, that pushes me more towards trendy. Peace sign. Oh no, that's definitely trendy. Oh, I'm too much of a Crocs believer. I hate to put Crocs on the trendy side. 6, 7. I don't know. Dubai chocolate is perfect. Well, that locks me to the trendy side then. Chunky sneakers, combat boots. Okay. I think I'm gonna go, I think it's middling, right? But I'm gonna go a decent chunk over to the trendy side. I might just lock in there. Crocs cow print. If you're combining them, that does make it worse. I'm locked in there, though. Let's see if you guys give better hints than me. Hey, not bad at all. You did. Good job, chat. That is a solid 3, meaning our score is now 3. Hey, and we have 5 cards remaining. We play until we run out of cards. We started with 7. We are down to 5. So good job. We're so good, guys. Y'all genuinely are really good at giving the hints. I need to catch up. Let me switch these boards out because I'm giving the hints to y'all this time. Yippee! Good answer. Good answer. What do we got? Animated character you could fight. Animated character you could not fight. This is such a tough card. Am I running 2 tough cards in a row? Where's the rest of the gang? Corey's feeling sick today, unfortunately. So it is just me. This is great. Do it. Okay. All right. Only I can see the board right now. Blue 4. Right there is what I am aiming for. Closing up the board. Yo, Dr. Vasilier sent a heart puff and a chili and an It's Corn. Thank you so much, Doc. The TikTok gifts reminded me of the old days. Okay. Animated character you could fight. Animated character you could not fight. If you wanted, you could use a mirror for this part, so you need to turn it around for yourself. But then you guys would see it, right? I can't have you guys seeing the answer. I'm going to say, ooh. Oh my goodness. There's hints that I want to give. I'm not sure if chat's gonna know what the characters I'm talking about. So I'm gonna say animated character you could fight, animated character you could not fight. I'm gonna say Mr. Krabs. That's gonna be my hint. Whoa, Ginny Pie sent a manifesting. Holy moly, W Ginny. Thank you so much, genuinely. Let me start the poll real quick. Restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you want to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. That is how you vote. It is using a aggregator, which is automatic. Eugene Krabs is the hint I am giving you. And Ginny Pie sent a high bear and a dolphin as well. W, Ginny. Thank you so much. Winnie, indeed. Poll has started. You get to vote by typing hashtag followed by your answer. It seems like it's taken a moment to catch up, but it should be taking all of those votes. This is working, right? Okay, all right, the votes are starting to come in. I'm seeing them coming in for 5, for 13. It's taken a moment because there's a lot of you. Just to let you know, it is 1 vote per person. So you don't have to send it more than once. Once you send it once with the hashtag, it will be counted. Looks like hashtag 5 is winning right now. Had to get rid of the coins I left on TikTok. Appreciate it, Jenny. Hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Animated character you could fight. Animated character you could not fight. And my hint to you was Eugene Krabs from SpongeBob. All right, get in your votes. Looks like hashtag 5 is winning right now. Hashtag 6 not too far behind. I'm going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending that poll. Hashtag 5 was the winner. Chat, I'll accept full responsibility for this one. This one was... I was really thinking of that time during the band episode where it's like, these claws are for more than just attracting mates. You know, I thought he had some hands to him. He's got claws. What? I said 15. Look, every once in a while I'll have a bad answer. It's rare, but it does happen. Let's go, I got it. A few people did. No, you're right. He's tiny. You have to assume we've seen a guy in a gorilla suit that's on the scale of them. So you have to scale it to the in-world logic. He's at least like 5'7", right? He's a 5'7" crab. You can't scale it to human crabs. You got to scale it to SpongeBob people. I eat crabs for dinner. You don't eat Mr. Krabs for dinner, though. He's kind of built different. I'm on hashtag Team Mark, too. Okay, then I'm on Team Mark. I appreciate the support. It keeps me going when the chatters support my incorrect answers. 1 pot of hot water. Yeah, he hasn't been taken out yet. Look, he lives in a crab trap. Where do you think he got that from? A human he defeated in combat. Just saying. Alright, clean job, dirty job. Chat, you guys are giving the hints this time, so how do you feel about this card? Isn't he a Marine? Is that confirmed? Should have said Principal Skinner. Alright, mixing up the board. My ego says I could take him. Clean job, dirty job. Chat, you guys are giving the hints this time. Oh, focus is on the board. I guess it wasn't on me last round. You guys are giving the hints to me this round. Blue 4 right there. Hopefully it is visible this time, is what we're aiming for. On the spectrum of clean job to dirty job. So, picture Dirty Jobs, if anyone's seen that show back in the day. Picture that guy. He's rating your job. How clean and or dirty is it? Memorize that placement. Closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Changing the focus to myself. Let's see. Ooh, I'm seeing Nurse right off the bat. Okay, Nurse is a dirty job. They put up with a lot. Waiter, dishwasher. I don't know how dirty being a waiter is, but a dishwasher, that seems pretty dirty. But, you know, it's not like you're not walking around in sewers, right? Delivery driver, welcome in, Noah. Vet, either one. Nurse is a crazy answer. Road sign developer. If the nurses in chat want to chime in and maybe disagree with that being a hint. Cashier, data entry. Okay, well, now you're moving me over. Police? Can be dirty in multiple uses of the word. Fast food, but Starbucks. Now you're throwing me. Nurse was a horrible answer. Okay, all right, maybe it's more middling. Baker. I'm feeling like this isn't a clean job, but it's maybe just a little bit dirty. If you guys are saying nurse was a bad answer, power washer, office worker, teacher? Do teachers get dirty? Depends on what grade, maybe? Janitor? Oh my goodness. Is janitor a clean job because you're cleaning? Is that the logic? Have I been on the wrong side this whole time? Artist? Artists get dirty. I don't know. I don't know. Second grade teacher, sewer worker, children's librarian. Is this like dead center? Okay, I think in general, these feel a bit dirty. In general, most of the things named feel dirty, but it feels like it's middling, so I'm going to lock in here, and I'm going to call it. Change the focus to the board so you can see. Oh, it was middling. Oh, I had to go nearly dead center there. Okay, that's still 2 points. That is still 2 points. We do take those. Good job. You guys got me there. That means our score right now is 5. Male Mab, stop saying dirty jobs. Yeah, I don't know. The nurses in chat can chime in, but I feel like nurse is a dirtier job than what this placement is, typically. Got 3 cards remaining. Game ends once we run out, so gotta make it count. We get a bonus card if we score 4, by the way. Why would y'all say police? Maybe they're thinking there's crooked cops and not crooked cops. You know, you gotta decide which side you fall on. Okay, I'll be back. You need to have a mod here then. Ames, tell TikTok to stop spamming. Yeah. Guys, if you send the answer once, I will read it. I do try to read all the comments, and we can scroll back to see them. So it doesn't help if you say things too fast. Just wait like 5 seconds in between giving your answers. I'm giving the hints to y'all this time. If y'all said nurse, y'all aren't nurses, says Anna. Okay, I'm gonna trust your opinion on that. But card I'm gonna run is trust to fly a plane. Do not trust to fly a plane. I like this card. This is a fun one. Feel nursing is more middling because of the different departments. That's fair. Welcome in, Moodbender, by the way. Good to see you. Nurse here, it's in the middle. Okay, it seems like there are differing opinions, but I'm giving the hints this time. For trust to fly a plane, do not trust to fly a plane. Blue 4, the only I can see, is what I'm aiming for. Closing it up, spinning it around. Trust to fly a plane, do not trust to fly a plane. I'm gonna say teenager who passed their driving test. They just recently got their learners. They passed the test, okay? And now they're in the cockpit of a plane. I'm going to restart the poll, so don't give your answers just yet. All right, starting right now, you can vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how the vote gets counted. So do Little's teachers, unfortunately, lol. Hashtag followed by the number you'd like to set it to. Your hint was teenager who passed their driving test. Also, just to let you know, your vote is only counted once, so there's no need to spam it. You can just leave it once. In fact, when you spam it, it backs up the aggregator a little bit, so it takes a little while longer for the actual answers to come in. So I recommend just giving the answer once. Hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. And what is 20? I mean, it could be at 20 for all you know. Maybe a teenager who just got their learner's permit is a maxed out 20 for me. But I will answer that once the board's revealed. Ooh, it is close right now between 16 and 17. Very nice. What's the clue? The clue was teenager who just got their driver's license, or passed their driver's test, I should say. Teenager who just passed their driver's test. Ames sent to go popular in a heart me. Thank you so much, Ames. All right, get in your answers. We got a lot of votes coming in. We're going to be ending the poll shortly, so if you haven't given the answer yet, you can. But remember, it's one per person. Ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like 18 was our winner. Okay. Hashtag 18, you guys are not trusting the teenager who just passed their driver's test to fly this plane. Let's see. Right there on the 18. See how we did? Ooh, so close. My thought was it's ticked up a little bit because they're responsible enough to get their learner's permit, right? They passed the test. It's not like they failed the test. They're probably an astute young go-getter. But that is going to be a miss. You're trusting them too much. Look, we're trusting them on the roads as is. What? I said 16. A few people were very close, yes. Like a whole plane. It's still on the do not trust side. You know, I just have a little bit of faith that with their training and competency, they can get on the phone with air traffic control and, you know, deal with that thing. Maxed out 20, somebody asked, I don't know, like an infant or something, someone that can't fly a plane at all. Training, driver's test is a type of training to fly a plane. 2 cards remaining, score of 5, let's make it count. Good job to everyone who guessed it. Yeah, a good few people did. Great clue, could be worse, like a cat or a teenager who doesn't have it. Thank you, Alex. Yes, you see the logic. But do not fret, because if you don't like my answers, which haven't been doing great tonight, by the way, you guys can give the answers this time. So we have, for our next card, underrated game, overrated game. I don't know. Do you guys like this card? Do you want a new one? 15, I'd go through a tired pilot with dementia. I don't know. Nah, it's subjective. New one. Can do. Can do. Let's get another one going for you. And, you know, the game is inherently subjective. Talent to skill? No, I'm vetoing that one. I don't like that card. Those words are too similar. Don't know why. Don't know why that card's in the game to begin with. Useless skill in the apocalypse. Useful skill in the apocalypse. All right, this one's fun. They're all subjective. They are. That is the name of the game. I do like this one. My 20 is sentient French fry. Who's that streamer, the talking potato? That guy? You're not trusting him? Probably a good answer. All right, chat, you guys are giving the hints to me this time. So I'm going to put the focus on the board, closing my eyes, and there's your placement. You guys are giving me hints on the spectrum of useless skill in the apocalypse, useful skill in the apocalypse, and as you guys are giving your answer, hey, if you're having fun, if you're enjoying playing the game, please do consider giving us a follow. Really does help with the channel, and you'll be able to catch next time we do this and play along again. So, if you're not already following, we do appreciate it. Closing up the board, Mark, you may look. Let's see, I'm seeing fighting, farming, fighting, fishing, archery, being a doctor, foraging, maybe for mushrooms, perhaps. These are all very useful skills that you are naming. Is this maxed out? Farming and foraging, being a doctor, that one's catching me, because that's an amazing skill. That makes you a valued asset anywhere you go. Like, any colony you come across, they want to have you there. Climbing, knows how to do first aid. Entertainer, says Dr. Vasilier. Mechanic is interesting. Leather work. All right, this is going to be nearly maxed out. I hate to always, like, dime it to max it out. I think I'm going to tick it up a little bit because there's some plausible deniability here, but I think we're very, very close to near maxed out. Oh, nearly maxed out. Why not? I'm locked in there. Ooh, I pushed it too far, but good thing I ticked it up a little bit because I think that's touching the 3 still. If it's touching, we take it. So, yeah, we take those. We take those. I'll call that a 3. Good job. Yep. Yeah, okay, I leaned into doctor a little bit too much. The weapon making, I saw it. You don't need to spam the answers, by the way. I do see them the first time you say it. That was a fine hint. Leatherworking was very solid, also. Score of 8 with 2 cards left. Good job, good job. Sorry, I missed Jeremy's hint of seduction. That would have gotten me there, Jemmy. Also, if you're enjoying the game, please do feel free to give a follow. It helps out the channel, and you get to see us again. So, sometimes we don't show up on people's feed, so, you know, if you want to be back here again. Let's see. Our next card is going to be thing from the... I'm not running this. I've had too many missed answers today to run a card like that. Let's get a good one this time. Fingers crossed. Stupid to brilliant. There we go. There we go. This is in my wheelhouse. I can do this. All right. Oh, I'm spinning off the board this time. Let's do a film card. You know, Doc, every once in a while I feel like you don't have my best interest in mind. We will do a film card if it comes up, just because I find them to be fun. It just hasn't popped up recently. Okay. Closing it up, spinning the board around. Chat, you may look. Stupid to brilliant. Why do you have two? One of them has numbers, one of them does not. If you guys are giving the hints, I use one without numbers, so people can't comment numbers and cheat. It was a big issue last time we played. Stupid to brilliant. What am I going to say? I am going to go with... Ooh, you know what? I'm in an Avatar mindset right now. I'm going to go with Uncle Iroh. Kind of a creative hint. Kind of a thinker, if you will. Let me restart the poll. Poll is restarted now. You can vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number is how you vote. My hint to you is Uncle Iroh from Avatar. He is Zuko's uncle. He's old military general. So hashtag followed by the number. It takes a moment for the aggregator to pick up everyone's comments and put them in. And as a reminder, it is one guess per person. One per person. If you send it more than once, all you're doing is clogging up the aggregator. It will not be counted. So you can just give it once and then sit back. You know, you'll get to see the board faster if you only comment once, because it'll take less time for everyone's votes to get in. Hashtag no idea. Come on, guys. I assumed everyone watched Avatar. The Last Airbender. Figured out that was a good, like, you know, it's likely a lot of people have seen it. As a reminder, it is hashtag no spaces followed by the number. We do. Okay, okay. I'm going to wait for some of these votes to start being picked up here. Hashtag followed by the number. The hint was Uncle Iroh, the old man. Before the war, after the war. Big difference. I can't specify. I'm sorry. Hashtag no idea. I don't know why the aggregator is getting so clogged up. We have like less people in here too than last time. It seems to be more clogged up than usual. I don't know. We might have to look at like a different way of doing the vote, because obviously there's more than 2 votes for each of these right now. It's like 100 people in here. Maybe they'll come in. What'd you say? Okay. Borgos is going to fix it for us in a moment. Looks like hashtag 18 and hashtag 19 are winning right now. I'll just run this one with less votes and do it based off vibes. I'll wait for one of them to win between the two. Let's see. I'll wait for a tiebreaker between hashtag 18 and hashtag 19. Have you tried Drano? Hashtag what is Avatar? Come marching home. Have you tried the voting thing on TikTok? We have, and we know it works on TikTok. All right, we'll stop it there at 17 being the winner. It used to be like our main way of running it. We would run it on TikTok all the time, and it worked super well. I don't know what's going on. Hey, very nice. Good answer. That is a 3. Lots of people, even though it didn't show up on the aggregator, lots of people did in fact have the correct answer of 18. He's old, he's wise, but you know, he's not maxed out brilliant. He's made mistakes in his life. He made mistakes in his youth. And even though he was a cunning military general, he was not the wisest, so he learned his ways. Good job. A lot of people got it correct. Well, Mark, as things age, they tend to slow down and might not work well. Calling us washed. The song, the Come Marching Home song, it is very sad. What is it? Is it the new voice actor, the voice actor who took over after the original, I think passed away, refused to do the song because he said, you know, like that was his song. He's not going to take that from him. I always thought that was cool. But you guys are giving the hints this time, so let me switch out the boards here. A lot of people are still at work and whatnot. Yeah, that's fair. You know, we're still experimenting with going live at different times and what does and doesn't work. This is a little bit earlier than we have done in the past for the TikTok lives. How does this game even work? There's a tutorial video pinned on our channel if you want a explanation in detail. But in general, this is a spectrum. Lamest or coolest costume at the party, lamest costume at the party. Spin up the dial. You guys will see a placement, and you guys give me a hint. I won't know where it is. You guys will. You guys give me a hint to hopefully get me to put the dial here on the spectrum of lamest to coolest. I'll spin it up again before doing it, though. What time is it there? It's 2 p.m. here. It's nearly 5 where we are. We are East Coast people. Flip it again. I missed it. That was not your placement. I'm showing it again. I was giving an example. Welcome in, Steve, by the way. Alright, I am mixing up the board, changing the focus so you guys can see it, closing my eyes. This is your actual placement, alright? This is the real one. This is the real placement that you are looking for. So you guys need to give me a hint to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. On the spectrum of lamest costume at the party to coolest costume at the party. This is a Halloween party, by the way. This is a card that was left over from our Halloween special from a while ago. You can check out our VODs if you want to see some of that. All right, change the focus back to me. I'm seeing Spider-Man vampire Scream costume. All right, you guys give me very, very generic costumes to start out, which might put me to the lamest side. I've never been that big of a fan of Spider-Man costumes, which is a shame because close friends of mine cosplay Spider-Man. I like their costumes, but Spider-Man's not my favorite. Police officer. Pirate. Ooh. Pirate keeps me more middling because that can be a very lame costume, but if they go all out on a pirate costume, that can be a damn good costume. Jeremy spent a lot of money on pirate hats. Toji, JJK. Oh, I'm assuming I meant to say Toji, not Togi. I am a huge fan of Toji, but cosplaying him is just being buff and wearing a black sweater. So, even though I love the character, it's probably not the coolest one in the world. I think this is middling. Pirate costumes get insane, not gonna lie. One hat, singular, and you spent a lot of money on that one hat, singular. Luffy. If I'm seeing, I think I'm gonna go a little bit to the lamest side. I don't think I'm gonna say dead center. I'm gonna go a teeny bit because these tend to be a little bit lame, but I'm locked in there. Oh, close. So close. That is not touching the 4, I do believe. Yes. There's a little bit too much space there for me to count that, but wow, good hints, chat. Very good hints. Beaut. Nice. Well, I do believe that was our final card for this first round. Don't go anywhere. We will be playing again. Do not worry. But for our very first round of the evening, we scored... sorry, I need to add 3 to this. We scored a 14. Not bad. Which means, according to the official Wavelength rulebook, the message we get for scoring a 14 is... So close! So close is the score that we got. Not bad. Yo, MB sent 10 roses. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. What time is it there? It's 2 p.m. I feel like I already answered that, but it's 5 here. Score of 14. That's going to be our score to beat, actually. So I will erase this. I'll write 14 down on the other board, so remember that's what we're trying to beat. We're going to start from the top with 7 new cards, and we're going to go and see if we can beat our previous score of 14. My favorite live. Yo, thank you. Hope you're having fun. Glad you're having a good time. And guys, if you want to see more content like this, feel free to give us a follow. It really does help us out and allows us to keep making content like this for y'all. It's 11 p.m. in Poland. Very cool. Let's see. All right, this is another card from the Halloween episode. Chat, you guys are giving the hint this time. So it started with me giving the hint last time. I'll let you guys start giving it this time. How do we feel about this? I'm ready to play after the explanation video. Let's go. Let's go. You're giving the hints, so this is perfect. I don't know, what time is it for the stream? Yes, yes, this is hard. It is hard, but I think it's a fun one, so I think we'll go for it. All right. Spinning up the board, mixing it up, changing the focus so you can see, closing my eyes. Chat, blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. You guys are going to give me a hint to get us to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Couldn't outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. Could outsmart the Scooby-Doo gang. This is a thinker. I do like this one. All right, memorize that placement. I am closing up the board, changing the focus to myself. Chat, you may look. Where do you live? Detroit. Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. Ooh, I'm not familiar with Pinky and the Brain. Charles Xavier? I feel like Charles Xavier. I feel like he can just, like, wipe their memory, right? Like, what's their win con against him? Like, that'd be pretty maxed out. Albert Einstein? Robin from Teen Titans? Ooh. That's clever. I think he wins. Nanami, JJK. Nanami's not going to outsmart them. He's going to butcher them. What defense do they have against the 5-7 slash or whatever it's called? Eren Yeager, once again, not outsmarting anyone. Ooh, wait. Could the Mystery Gang stop the rumbling? Glad you guys in here watch anime, by the way. I never get to talk about this stuff. I think there's a decent chance that the Scooby-Doo gang could stop the rumbling. Dr. Phil. Kevin is a good one. Kevin from Home Alone. Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Sam and Dean Winchester. All right, it's on the could outsmart side. Is it maxed out? I'm going to say Charles Xavier just maxes me out for this. I'll tick it up a little bit. Ant-Man, if you're telling me Code Geass characters, I haven't even seen that, but I know to max it out. You never get to talk about this stuff? I never get responses when I talk about this stuff. How about that? I'm locked in, maxed out. Charles Xavier's doing it. What the hell? Guys, you need to tone it down a little bit, okay? Albert Einstein, you're naming some real smart characters here. Sam and Dean was good. Eren Yeager was good. What's your favorite anime? Hunter x Hunter. That is my favorite of all time. It's really good. I'd recommend it. All right, that's a complete miss to start us off. Robin from Teen Titans is good. It was. I was a little too biased by the initial ones I was seeing. I don't understand this one. Fair. I had low confidence that round. It's a tough card. It really is a tough card. I don't think that's chat's fault. Same, Hunter x Hunter is goated. Yo, I am so glad to hear you say that. It is my absolute favorite. I'm so excited that more chapters in the manga are releasing sometime in 2026. Bad comic book movie, good comic book movie. Sure. Doc wanted one of the movie cards. I'll run this one. Should have named dumb people to counteract. Probably. All right, bad comic book movie, good comic book movie. Blue 4 that only I can see right now is what we are aiming for. All right, closing up the board. Chat, you may look. What is a comic book movie? It is a movie based off a comic book, so like Marvel or DC films. So based off the placement that only I know where it is right now, I think I'm going to say bad comic book movie, good comic book movie. What do I say for this one? This one's a little tough. I think I am going to say... I'm trying to remember the name of this movie. I'm going to say... I feel like I'm throwing. Batman Begins. I'm going with Batman Begins with Ra's al Ghul, live-action Batman. First one in the trilogy. Let me restart the poll for you so y'all can vote. All right, poll has been restarted. Y'all can vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you want to set this dial to. Good comic book movie, bad comic book movie, hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how it gets counted. Hashtag followed by the number. All right, it looks like it's coming in more reasonably this time. It's 2 p.m. here. What time is it there? Says Jeremy. Mods ban Jeremy. Damn, rip Corey. Yeah, welcome in, Paul. Good to see ya. Corey's down with the sickness. He's at a Disturbed concert right now. Batman Begins was my hint to you on the spectrum of bad comic book movie to good comic book movie. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you want to set the dial to. And as a reminder, it's only 1 vote per person. There's nothing you can do to get a second vote onto this chart besides making a second account. So, unless you got that up your sleeve, you only have to comment once. And no invite. Corey, we didn't invite him. Is that what you're saying? Y'all need better immune systems. Happens. Get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 was our winner. Okay. Did Mark finally give a good clue for once? I'd say so. I'd say so. We take those. Good job. Oh, he didn't invite us. Sorry, I misread your comment. Okay, yeah, he did not invite us to go see Disturbed. He is down with a sickness. He's whatever they say in that song. Completely without us, that bastard. Good job, chat. You were able to decipher a Mark clue, a Mark film clue. Mark did a film card. I said 14? Heck yeah. Corey's been seeing Disturbed for 3 days in a row. He's following them around. Yeah, it's really messed up. He's stalking the band Disturbed. Well, our next card, where you guys are giving the hints this time, is going to be... Art to Commerce. Chat, how intelligent are we feeling? Are we running this one? Do I dare to run this? Yeah. No. Next. All right. Noted. It's out of there. Done. That's more of when I'm given the hint kind of card. This is perfect, though. I love this card. Acceptable place to scatter ashes. Unacceptable place to scatter ashes. One of my favorite cards in this deck. -1 IQ. Fair. What is commerce? It's fine. It's fine. We're moving on. This isn't a good idea. Need marked karaoke down with the sickness. All right. Changing focus, so that is on the board. Chat, that right there is your placement. On the spectrum of unacceptable place to scatter ashes, acceptable place to scatter ashes, you need to give me a hint to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. This is a very fun card. Because you find out, depending on what side it's on, there's not all that many acceptable places to scatter ashes. Closing it up, Mark, you may look, changing the focus to me. Let's see, I'm seeing right off the bat, I'm seeing beach. Seeing a lot of beach. I'm seeing ocean. Ooh. I'm seeing a lot of ocean. Their favorite place? Graveyard, says Steve. Why didn't you just bury them at that point? Like, I feel like you took some unnecessary steps if you're scattering their ashes at the graveyard. Lake, beach. All right, these are all acceptable places. You're naming some very acceptable places here. The ashes junkyard. like a scrap yard for ashes, like if you ever need parts. Lake, in a garden, in the woods. Space. Hey, that kind of sounds like my maxed out answer. I don't know. If I can get him into space, like, I polluted a lot to get them there, but now their ashes are, like, eternal. Urn. Urn's also a very good maxed out answer. Also, you only need to see the comment once. I will see it. Chat's not even moving that fast right now. I'm going to see it, okay? Just leave the comment once. I'll max it out. You guys are giving me maxed out answers. There's not much you could say besides what you've said for maxed out acceptable, so I'm going to do that. And that was correct. Good answers, chat. That's really tough. That's really tough placement for maxed out acceptable, but you guys did it. Good job. Graceland. Is that like an amusement park? Or do you mean it's like Greenland? All right, well, oh, this is exciting. Oh, man, I haven't given this speech in so long. Chat, we were at a score of 3. Now that we've scored a 4, we're going to a score of, can anyone guess? 6. What's going on? Shouldn't this say 7? No, in this game mode, whenever we score 4, it's only worth 3 points, but the benefit instead is you get to take a bonus card and add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 5 cards remaining, but because of the 4, worth 3 points, we're instead at 6 cards. So, good job. 6, 7, it happens. Came up naturally. Thanks, Board Gamers Clips, for participating in that. Alrighty. I forgot the speech, OMG. I know, I haven't been playing good enough. Pro said 6, 7. I know. Despite being washed in unk, I said the thing. Hi, welcome in, Abby. Good to see ya. Not running this card. Not running that one. That one's too hard. I'm giving the hints this time, so I want a nice, easy card. I want to get on the dial again. Genuine person to phony person. I don't have to explain what phony means. Or genuine, let's be real. Underrated thing to own, overrated thing to own. I can run this one. Focus! What's this one? We're playing Wavelength, if that's what you're asking. The reason there are numbers on the board is because I'm giving the hints to you guys this time, and you're going to vote on where the dial goes. Slightly controversial, lol. Yeah, this one is cool. People own things. In this day and age, increasingly rare. Okay. Let me memorize this placement here. All right. Closing it up. Chat, you may look. Spinning it back around. Underrated thing to own. Overrated thing to own. All right. Let me think a moment. Let me lock in here. Underrated thing to own. Overrated thing to own. Let's see. I think I am going to say, man, this is tough. I'm going to say a board game collection. Topical. You know, that makes sense. We're the board gamers. I'm going to say board game collection. So let me restart the poll for y'all. Restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote on where to set the dial by typing hashtag followed by the number you want to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. No whimsy. Come on, man. TikTok and YouTube chat is filled with lawful answers on both sides, just in different ways. You may look as if we have any control of that. Well, I'm just letting you know. Hashtag followed by the answer. Got a lot coming in for 5 right now. It looks like 4 and 6 are pretty close behind. Really is anyone's game at this point. Your hint was board game collection. Let's see. Hashtag 5 is in a good lead. It is 1 vote per person, just to let you know. There's nothing I can do about it. No matter how many times you type it, it'll only be counted once. So, get in your votes. I'm going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 was the winner. 5 was the winner. Let's see how we did. I think that is relatively underrated to own. A board game collection. Not bad. Not bad at all. That is a 3. Good job, chat. You know, it's a little underrated. It's a bit. Some people don't have many these days. Meaning I don't have to rewrite the score. It just changes from a 6 to a 9. Nice. Should have said 20. You could have. You could have said that if you wanted to. It would not have scored us points, but you're more than welcome. Can someone who's not here give me their proxy vote? We are somewhat biased being the board gamers, of course. But I am going to switch out the boards because it's going to be your guys' turn to give the hints. Let me generate another card for y'all. Unnatural to natural. All right, this one's pretty straightforward. I like this one. I got it, OMG. Yo, glad to hear. Also, if you guys are enjoying the games, please do consider giving us a follow. It really does help out the channel, and you get to see us next time we play, which is huge. You get to have more fun. I am mixing up the board. Really appreciate the follows, y'all. Genuinely. Can go many ways with this one. I like it. Yeah, it's a fun one. I'm closing my eyes, changing the focus to the board, opening it up. There is your placement. Card is unnatural to natural. Y'all are going to give me a hint to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Unnatural to natural. It is a spectrum. Also, if you don't know how to play, there's a tutorial video pinned in our description. All right, closing it up. Mark, you may look. Multiple people saying food. Also, you don't have to spam your answer. You can just say it once. I will see it. I will see it and consider it. So you just say your answers once, please. Northern Lights. That's an interesting hint. Diamonds. Ooh, diamonds is creative because they are natural, but also you can synthesize diamonds. So that leads me to believe middling. Food. So food, in general, tends to be natural, but humans got in and mucked it up to the point where we're eating plastic in everything now. Diamonds and food is most accurate. Okay. It's leading me to believe middling then. Also, please do not comment placements on this board. You will end up being muted. Even if you're just taking a guess on what you think the placement is, it does ruin the fun of me trying to figure out where it is if you just comment. If you comment placements of where it is. Diamonds is pretty good. Okay. Sense of humor, expiration dates. Expiration dates are an unnatural scheme made by Big Food to sell more food. The number is behind you. What? Is it like on the clock back there? Is that what you're talking about? Is it 5:19? Oh, jeez. I think these are middling. You seem really nice. Yo, glad you think that. Thank you for being here, by the way. Food and diamonds. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say a little bit natural. A little bit natural because that's where they come from, and I'm locked in there. Let me put it over here so you can see. Okay, all right. It was dead center. Those were very solid hints for dead center, I will say. Also, to let you know, in general, if people comment placements, I'll be inclined to not put it where they said. So, that is going to be 2 points. We were at 6, meaning, or sorry, we're at 9, sorry. Meaning we are at a score of 11 now. Good job. How many cards do we have left? Take one of these away. We're at 4 cards remaining. We're trying to beat a score of 14, so looks like we're doing really good on that front. Blonde hair is also a pretty solid one. I don't know. I might be inclined to put that one a little bit more natural. I keep on forgetting to change the focus to myself. My bad. Let me switch out these boards. Why are we hitting all the numbers? I mean, you know, bound to happen. What's the highest score we've ever gotten? 24 is the highest we've ever gotten in this game mode, in this version that we're doing right now. 24 is the all-time high. So 14 with 4 cards remaining, it's possible to get there. Popular to elitist, not going to be explaining what elitist is. Nope. Okay, get another one going. Bad for you, good for you. There we go. I'm giving the hints to you guys this time around. So let me put the board to myself. Alrighty. Blue 4 that only I can see is what we are aiming for. Bad for you, good for you. Closing up the board. Chat, you may look. We've gotten around 30 before on mainstream. So we used to play a slightly different version. It was the same rules, but it was 1 to 17 instead of 0 to 20. And on that, we once got around 40. It was a little bit different. Bad for you, good for you. I'm giving the hints this time. I prefer getting a 3 than I don't have to hear the 4 speech. Wow, Noah. Bad for you, good for you. I am going to say... I'm going to say... Work with me here, chat. My hint's going to be driving. Bad for you, good for you. My hint's going to be driving. Let me restart the poll so that y'all can vote. All right. Restarting the poll now. Feel free to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Your hint was driving on the spectrum of bad for you, good for you. It's a little bit of a thinker, okay? We got a bit of a thinker here. Hashtag followed by your answer, so the hashtag comes first. It is 1 vote per person, just to let you know. So if you leave a vote more than once... Huh? Ah. Oh no, my CAPTCHA. Son of a... I hate TikTok. Yeah, TikTok just cut out because I failed the CAPTCHA that you're forced to do every second because this app's a nightmare. Rip TikTok, yeah. Oh well. It's not even letting me re-go live. Are we live again? TikTok died. Yeah, I'm trying to get it back up. Alright, go live. Alright, we're live now. We're live. Welcome back, TikTok. We love you. We love you so much. We love TikTok. Yay! We're live again. Poll is still going. Hint was driving on the spectrum of bad for you, good for you. Tell us the answer so we can be smart. YouTube on top. It happens. Yeah. Who's watching the Olympics, RN? I doubt anyone who's currently watching this RN. So, take with that what you will. Let's get a tiebreaker. All right, 10 was the tiebreaker. I'm declaring 10 is the winner. 10 is the winner, which is good, because that's closer to the answer anyway. Forced. Hey, good job. That is a 3. Very nice, taking us to a score of 14, which is tied with our previous high score, meaning any score from here on out leads us to victory. Good job. I'm actually on a dual monitor watching this stream and the Olympics at the same time. Okay. I'll accept that, because that's cool. That is a cool answer. You guys are giving the hints this time, so I'm going to generate another card for y'all. Anyone who spammed got booted. Yeah. Damn CAPTCHAs. It used to give me an audio warning. It doesn't do that anymore. At least not one I can hear. 80s to 90s. Nope, not running that. Where is the other dude? Corey is sick today, unfortunately. Welcome back, Mr. Worldwide, by the way. Good to see you. Corey is sick, feeling under the weather, so I'm running things solo. We are with a smaller chat now due to that wonderful TikTok CAPTCHA. Love this app. Normal thing to own, weird thing to own. What number is driving? It was on 9 and 10-1. So you guys got 3 points from that. We're at a score of 14. Welcome back, by the way. TikTok forces you to solve a CAPTCHA every once in a while, or it kicks you off, and I missed it. Normal thing to own, weird thing to own. You guys are giving the hints to me. I wasn't looking. I was scratching my nose. So I couldn't see it. Blue 4 right there is what you're aiming for. You guys are going to give me a hint to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Memorize that placement. I'm going to be closing up the board. Is the board open right now? Wait. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm actually a moron. I'm so sorry. If there's any proof that I couldn't see during that whole bit, I'm so sorry. Blue 4 right there is what you're aiming for. I forgot to open the board. So, yeah, people are watching me close my eyes with a closed board. Normal thing to own, weird thing to own, I'm pretty sure is what the card is. Memorize that placement. Oh my goodness, I'm going to open my eyes, someone's going to be making fun of me. LMAO, lol. What blue 4? You're missing the 80-90 card, no way, Mark. Don't like that card. Taxidermy, pleasure toy. Deer head above your door. Ooh, my grandfather used to have one of those. Animal bones, do not kick those. Snake, lizard pet. Someone clip that. No, nobody clip that. No, please. Banana juice. These are all weird things to own. How weird, though? I think the animal head over the door has become, like, it's more weird now than it was, say, 10 years ago. Ice cream roller cold plate? Oh, my goodness. That's weird but goated. If I show up to somebody's house and they have that, that's weird. But I am hype. The pleasure toy, yeah, that one's moving me to weird a little bit. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I was thinking like a blow-up thing, but if they're saying general pleasure toy, I guess it's not that weird for an adult to own. Snow cone machine? Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's not maxed out weird, because snow cone machine, the cold stone for ice cream, these are cool. Bike on the wall. Oh, welcome in, Goofy Ball Hunter, by the way. Borgos, what do you think about bike on the wall? Any opinions on that?
My dad's got so many bikes on his wall.
I'm going to say it's a solid chunk towards weird thing to own. Typical. Did I get kicked out of the last live for it? And it kicked us off the live. It kicked me off. So I'm going to be locked in there. We failed to solve a CAPTCHA in time. Hey! Very nice. Not bad at all. That is a 3, taking us to a score of 17. Nice. Good job. That is beating our previous score of 14 already. Pat on the back for y'all, as we are down to 2 cards remaining. So now we can try going for a high score of 24 if you want. We're at 17 right now. No, country, it did not. He's thinking of Jimmy's side hustle conversation, A. Yes, that is actually precisely what I was thinking of. Jeremy did revisit that spot, and they were no longer there. All right, I'm giving the hints to y'all. We can do it. Let's get some forward. Yup. Mr. Worldwide sent a name shout-out. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Pitbull. Happens slowly, happens suddenly. Wait, why 2 boards? Because this one has numbers that I can give you guys the hint, and you can vote on where to set the number, or where to set the dial based off the numbers. Then we take the numbers away when I set the dial, because nefarious people like to cheat by commenting numbers because they're evil and bad-hearted. No, some people have fun in their own ways. It hurts when we play the game. Closing it up, chat, you may look. Ah, my goodness, I keep on forgetting to set the focus to myself. I saw it in your eyes. Doubt it. Hopefully. Doubt it. Happens suddenly, happens slowly. My hint is going to be... are you claiming you straight saw in a reflection, or you saw where my eyes were looking? Because I try to look around, but if you're straight up saying you saw in the reflection, that's a bigger issue. Happens suddenly, happens slowly. I'm going to say... Happens slowly, happens suddenly. No, you looked around, I can't tell, I'm not going to lie. We're so up. All right, let me think of a good hint. Happens slowly, happens suddenly. Let's go with... I'm blanking completely on so many things right now. All right, let's go with, this is going to be an interesting one. You're gonna have to, this is going to be a thinker here. I'm going to say getting fired. We're going to go with a dark, evil, twisted hint there of getting fired. I'm restarting the poll, so poll is starting right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. With the hint of getting fired, where would you put this? On happens slowly, happens suddenly. Mr. Worldwide sent 5 here awesomes. Thank you so much, Mr. Worldwide. Getting some votes coming in, seeing a wide variety. And just to let you know, it is 1 vote per person. So once you cast your initial vote, it will not be counted again. There's nothing you can do besides log on to a different account to get a new one. So, hashtag followed by your answer. Dom sent 10 year awesomes. Thank you so much, Dom. Ooh, 12 and 15 are both doing good right now. The aggregator's taking a second to catch up, so some of the votes haven't come in yet. Hashtag how do I vote? That's a good answer, country. And yo, thank you for the follows as well. Really appreciate y'all. If you're enjoying the content and having a good time, please do consider giving us a follow. It helps out the channel and lets us keep doing this stuff for you. Oh my goodness, we need to figure out why this aggregator is being so slow and picking up everyone's answers. It isn't counting my vote. Yeah, I know. I'll wait for a tiebreaker between 12 and 13. I'm going to stop displaying the poll on screen, probably. See if that helps at all. Don't know if it's being messed up by that. I know. But get in your votes. I'm going to be ending the poll shortly. I'm going to take an average. All right, I'm going to take an average here of what people are saying. I'm seeing a lot of 13, 14s, 13s. So with that, I'm going to end it and say that it averaged out to a 13. Let me open back up TikTok so I can see 13. Mr. Worldwide with the heart me. A with the 2 wink winks. Thank you all so much. Ooh, that is just barely a miss. That is just barely a miss. Apologies. How does Calm Baby know my mom? That's a good question, Ames. Yeah. I figured, like, it happens over time. In general, you make a series of mistakes in order to get fired. But if it happens, it's happening pretty fast. Bruh, should have been 15. Yeah. It's tough. Well, you guys give me the hints this time, so we don't have to worry about that stinky aggregator messing things up. You guys are going to be able to give hints, which is going to be fun. So this card is for you. Let's do... No, not running that one. No, we're taking that away. I'm not running this card alone with chat. I'm so sorry. No, I'm vetoing. Let's instead... That's a base card in the game, by the way. That is not a custom card I added or anything. That is a card that comes bog standard in this game. Why are we getting all of these now? People are coming in and getting a bad first impression of me in this game. What are all of these cards? This has been a horrible series. Please be normal. Please be normal. Rough to smooth. Hey. How about we run this one? Rough to smooth. Oh my goodness. What are these cards? We've added so many ridiculous custom cards over our time playing this, and you guys got a series of very silly ones all in a row. But we're going to run rough to smooth instead. Welcome in. You guys are giving me hints to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. The spectrum is rough to smooth. Rough to smooth. Memorize that placement. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Okay, see Bowser, sand, concrete, rocks. So you're naming some rough things right now. You're definitely not naming smooth things, but concrete can be, like, relatively smooth. Let me put the focus back on myself. Sorry about that. Hair pulling in my legs 3 days after shaving. Sandpaper, I saw. Sandpaper is pretty rough. Nails. That's interesting, because they have a rough texture, but I consider them to be pretty smooth. Geode, butter, tree bark. I feel like butter isn't a good answer for this placement compared to the other ones. Leather, that's creative. Sandpaper, not good. Paying for food at Chili's. That's pretty rough. Rip calm, baby. Alright, I'm going to say this is a decent chunk to the rough side. I'm going to go, like, right here, okay? We're pretty far rough based off these comments. Let's see how we did. Hey! Good job! That is points. That is 3 points, in fact, taking us to a score of... Give me a second. Score of 20. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good job, chat. Meaning, we are going to move on to the next card, and I'm going to be giving y'all the hints this time. We got a score of 20. All-time high score is 21, by the way. We only got 1 card remaining, so we got to make this count. Sorry, all-time high score is 24, I do believe. I think that's what I said initially, but I may have misspoke. All right, what card am I running? Please be a good one. Oh, it's rough to smooth again. That's not what I wanted. Give me a new card, please. Instead, we are going to do better to watch, better to listen to. This one's a thinker. Pokemon one. Can't do the Pokemon one. I'm sorry. Not on this stream. If you want, if you're really desperate, I only run that one when we're streaming on Twitch. So there is a link in our bio to our Twitch page. We play Wavelength, we play Codenames. It's our main show that we do besides this. If you want to give us a follow over there or on Discord, that is where we run the more uncouth cards, per se. Link in bio. I do believe I mentioned that, but just in case. All right. Okay. And we really appreciate it if you do. All right, better to watch, better to listen to. I'm giving y'all the hints. I'm new here, says Ames. Thanks, Ames. Better to watch, better to listen to. I'm giving y'all the hints. Better to watch, better to listen to. You know what? Olympics are going on. Let's keep it topical. I'm going to say snowboarding. I'm going to say half pipe. better to watch, better to listen to. Your hint is snowboarding halfpipe. I am going to restart the poll. I'm not going to put it on screen this time, so you're going to have to take my word for it. We're going to type hashtag followed by the number you want to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. It is 1 vote per person. We're using an aggregator that automatically detects the hashtags, tallies them all up, and gives the number to me. Sure, maybe for a bit I'm at work. Welcome. Oh, you've been here. You've been here. No, I'm not going to say welcome in. Hashtag followed by the number. I'm seeing a lot of 2s coming in. A lot of 2s, some 3s and some 4s. Few hashtag 1s. Hashtag 4. Okay, looks like hashtag 4 is getting pretty popular right now. Some 3s, some 5s, some 8s. Good bit of 1s coming in. Okay. All right. Wow. All right. It is pretty spread out right now. People seem to be condensed towards the better to watch side at the moment. The hint was snowboarding halfpipe. Snowboarding halfpipe was the clue. Topical with the Olympics going on. Looks like 1 tends to be winning, but 3 is very close behind. Oh, might be enough 3s to overtake it. Get in your votes. I'm going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can stop counting. I have ended the poll. Your winner was hashtag 3. It was enough to overtake it in the end. Let's see how we did. Hey, not bad, not bad. Very good. That is a 3. Good job, chat. Taking us to a score of 23, which is 1 away from our all-time high score. Very nice. Hey, I knew it. A lot of people did say 2. I saw a lot of 2s in chat. But yes, that is a 23, and the message we get, that was our last card for this round. Don't go anywhere. We will be doing more games after this, but the message you get from the creators of Wavelength themselves for scoring a 23 is Galaxy Brain. Whoa, W chat, good job. You earned a Galaxy Brain. So, no matter what you think, you have an entire galaxy within your mind in this moment. Moored games. Yes, indeed. We're going to be playing some moored games. Well, chat, the score to beat is now 23. That is quite the score to beat. That is 1 away from our all-time high score. Let me write down 23. As if you're just coming in, this is the perfect time as we are starting from the top. We have 7 cards that we are going to be playing through one by one until we run out, trying to see if we can beat the previous score of 23. Okay, bye, BG. No, wait! Don't go anywhere. Almost got the 3 JFKs. Yes, yes. I'm going to switch this out, so you guys are going to be giving the hints this time around. Easy record. It might be. I trust you guys. Let's see what we got this time. You guys give me hints to me. Oh, Octodicus Eye, that is the card we did last time. I demand a new card. Let's see what we got. Great to sleep on, awful to sleep on. This is a fun card. I do like this one. Welcome in, Meep. Good to see ya. Great to sleep on, awful to sleep on. Let's see. I got 10K on Assassin. No, wrong game, wrong game. You guys are giving the hints to me this time. Changing the focus so you guys can see the board. I am opening it up. Chat, you may look. Blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. Y'all need to give me a hint so I can put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Great to sleep on, awful to sleep on. All right, memorize that placement. Closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Changing the focus to myself. Ooh, I'm seeing bubble wrap, air mattress, hay, new couch. Is new couch better than an old couch that's been broken in, per se? Couch, air mattress. Well, these are all great to sleep on, relatively speaking, right? I certainly don't mind sleeping on the couch. Hammock sounds fun. But I don't know. Couch is used as a punishment, typically. If you've been bad, you sleep on the couch now. But it's pretty cozy. The county jail. Sleeping on the jail dock. Upright chair. I missed the placement, says Ames. Right there is what you're aiming for. Closing it up, Mark, you may look. Bounce house? Okay, well that seems pretty awful. Are there other kids on the bounce house? Kid-sized bed as an adult. Maybe this is leaning towards awful to sleep on. Maybe I am very non-picky in my sleeping locations, and chat tends to think a couch is worse than where I'd put it. Recliner. Well, you're just restating couch, which leads me to believe that I was correct the first time for being a little bit great to sleep on. Motel 6, that's great. That's great, baby. That's where we put up the contestants. No, we did something slightly different. All right, I'm going to lock in there. I'm going to go with my first instinct and say it's a little bit great to sleep on. This is where I put it initially. And that was correct. Let's go. Is that a 4? Are we counting that? If it's touching the 4, we do count those. Let me see. I'm going to say that counts. I am going to say that is touching the 4. Good job. Good job. Meaning that was our first card of this round, taking us to a score of 3. Wait, what's going on? I guess that was a 4. Well, in this game mode, when we score 4, it's only worth 3, but we get a bonus card instead, so it makes the game longer. Would have been at 6 cards remaining, or instead at 7. Good job. Love the speech. I tried to keep it brief, because I got a complaint earlier from a chatter who'll go unnamed. Not because I don't remember who said it, because I don't want to call him out. So I'll keep it brief for their sake. Streamer can't do math. Yeah, that's the main issue. Let's see. I'm giving the hints to y'all this time. Switching out the boards. Card I'm going to pick is... Oh, I hate this card. I hate this card. Bad use of AI, good use of AI. I hate this card because there's very few good uses of AI. That stupid, awful thing. Chatter, who shall not be named. Skip. Controversial again, it is. I'm willing to run this one since I'm the one doing it. Mark can't say a name that starts with A. It was not an A name, I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run it. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll see the placement in veto, but let's see. Oh, jeez. I'm vetoing it. I'm vetoing it. It was on. Oh, I thought it was on maxed out good use. Actually, I could have ran this one, but no, I'm changing it. Sorry, I thought it was on the wrong side. It being mirrored confuses me. Let's do instead not art to art. All right, controversial still. Don't get me wrong, but a little bit safer for me to give one. A is a dumb letter anyway. Says A. Marked safe, that's better. All right. Okay. Blue 4, only I can see, is what we're aiming for. Ah! Knocked my cards over, because I am a doofus. Not art to art. Multiple accounts, multiple platforms. Good to see you, positively, Kitty. Not art to art. What am I going to say? Let's go with... Not art to art. Okay. All right, Let's see how chat feels about this hint. I'm going to say a YouTube video. That is going to be your hint, a YouTube video. I am going to restart the poll. Restarting the poll now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. Your hint is YouTube video. What about Minecraft parkour? It's a good question. You could consider that. Let's see. All right. I'm learning a lot about chat here. Looks like it's pretty tied right now. It seems to be spread between 4, 5, 7, and 12. 7's taking the lead at the moment. Make sure to include the hashtag in your answer. So is that who is that? A pointing out Mark's a film major. You can't say that there's zero art in a video. You can take that into account, that Mark, who happens to be me, is a film major. Lots of hashtag 12s. Hashtag 12 is in the lead. Hashtag 7 is close behind. Okay, we're moving towards the art side of the hashtag 12s. It's probably going to be a 3, says A. All right, get in your votes. I'm going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Poll has ended. Hashtag 12 was the winner. A little bit of art in there. 15 is what I'm aiming for. You should have been a little bit biased by knowing that, yeah, filmmaking is in fact an art, and YouTube is a form of filmmaking. So there are lots of videos on YouTube that I would consider to be straight up art. Many film creators who are just starting upload their shorts to YouTube. It's a form of expression. So I'd say it's objectively an art form. Please listen to me next time. It happens. Sometimes you know the answer and other people don't. Bro said a general YouTube video is not art. No, it's on the art side. Wait, oop, did I kill the card there? Yeah, I put it on the art side. Yeah. Tutorials are not art? I'd argue differently. How they decided to edit it, what music they decided to include, how they decided to present themselves. Those are all choices within their craft. They are creators. There's a reason they are YouTube creators, you know? Just say filmmaking, like indie films, that would be much further to the art side, I would say. I can see the argument that tutorials aren't like necessarily storytelling, but they're still a form of expression. Come on, I want a new card. Most regular YouTube videos aren't artsy, in my opinion. Fair, but I would have a slightly different opinion. Ordinary to extraordinary. Love that Ghosty is a car guy. Ordinary to extraordinary is going to be our card. Don't worry. If you think all my hints stink, and that is a good point. I didn't say tutorial. Like I said, a general YouTube video. You have to consider everything. Don't worry. You guys are giving the hints this time. You don't have to go through mark logic. Let's see. Let's keep TikTok up. I'm spinning up the board. Blue 4 right there is what you're aiming for. On the spectrum of ordinary to extraordinary, you guys had to give me a clue to get me to put the blue dial right onto that blue 4. Spectrum of ordinary to extraordinary. Get in your votes, chat. Or not your votes, sorry. Think of a hint to give me. I'm closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Ooh, knowing cursive. That's an interesting one in this day and age. Having a car. Blue eyes. Ooh, like the dragon. A dog catching a frisbee at a park. Oh, that's so extraordinary. But, you know, you could see it at any given park. I'm so excited when I do see it. Blue eyes. I have blue eyes. Do these seem extraordinary to you? Are we feeling extraordinary? No, it's middling. White shirt, B in school. You know, plenty of extraordinary people get B's in school. Mark, don't. You have red hair, too. Completely paid off house. That's pretty extraordinary. I'm going to put it a little bit to the extraordinary side, but this feels very, very middling. Starbucks coffee. It's fancy coffee. I can justify this being a little bit extraordinary. I'm going for it. Oh, no, it's completely off. A completely paid off house? In today's age? SMH, Noah out here owning multiple houses, looking down upon us. I forgot to consider that Noah is a vicious landlord, buying up property in Detroit, reading all the wrong comments. It happens. It happens. Here's what I'll do. I'll take away a card and I'll say, chat, you guys are giving the hints again. All right. We're not going to switch. I should take away 2 cards, actually, because I forgot to. I'm giving you guys another chance, because I read the wrong hints. That was my bad. You're reading the troll comments. Got my house back, thank goodness. Wagered it all on Assassin. All right. Cat person to dog person. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm doing a different card. 10% of the world isn't very ordinary. Good. Nah, we already did a card similar to this one. I will do another one again. Surely one of these cards will work. You guys are giving hints this time. Perfect. Oh, love this card. Find eat after expiration date. Bad to eat after expiration dates. I am mixing up the board. Chat, you guys are giving the clues once again. No one pays off houses in America. You know, that's actually a good point. That's actually fair. Noah's not American, so you know what? I rescind making fun of them. All right, blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. You guys need to give me hints so that I can put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Think of a hint on the spectrum of fine to eat after expiration date, bad to eat after expiration date. That'll get me to put the dial where it needs to go. Closing up the board. Mark, you may look. Bread, chip. I'm seeing so much bread. Cheez-Its. Well, those are fine to eat. You can eat those like a month after the expiration date, probably more. Honey. Catalina saying honey. I mean, that's maxed out fine to eat. That's the thing. It doesn't expire. I'm going to ignore that comment, though, because so many people are saying bread. Look, guys, bread, if it's not moldy, eat that thing all you want after the expiration date, but it gets moldy so fast. Mark, trust. Mark, I'm going to say milk, and I know I'm saying this to you. Is it, like, maxed out fine to eat? There's no way. Cheese, rice. Was honey actually a good hint? Do I need to defer to YouTube on this one? Okay, let's see. I'm going to say this is on the fine to eat side. Chips, everything but milk? No. Milk's fine after the expiration date. It just tastes bad. It's not going to make you sick. All right. Ames is saying this, knowing I need to trust. I'm not going to go with the Adam ruins everything take on this. I'm going to say milk. Few days expired. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to say it's middling, but a little bit fine. Definitely ignore honey. Oil. Catalina, you need to lock in. I don't think these are appropriate hints. I'm locking in here. Whoa! Hey! Ames, good hint. Good hint. Very nice. TikTok, you guys got us there too. Okay, this makes sense. It's fine. If the bread's not moldy, you can eat it. If the chips aren't moldy, go ahead. Cheez-Its are fine. All right, good answers. All right, I locked in and I read the hints I needed to read. Good job. That is a perfect 4, meaning we are moving to a score of 6. And we get a bonus card. Every time we score a 4, we get 3 points, but the bonus is we get a bonus card. So Would have been at 3 cards remaining, but because we get the bonus, we are at 4 cards remaining. Good job. 4 cards remaining. Let's make them count. Score of 6. Guys, I didn't even say 7. I did not even say it. It was your own imagination that brought you here. All right, I'm giving the hints this time around. Bonus is like an extra life. Precisely. Exactly. So because you got a 4, you only get 3 points, but you get a bonus life. I shouldn't have said anything. Chat's exploding right now. Floats, sinks. I'm giving you all the hints this time. I am spinning up the board. Only I can see the placement. You guys are going to vote in order to set the dial. All right. Floats to sinks. Closing up the board. Spinning it around. Chat, you may look. Ooh, our turn? Yes. You guys get to give the hints. Or, sorry, I give the hints to you guys. At Board Gamers Clips, Ames will mute you. Board Gamers Clips, what did you do?
Just a 6-7.
Okay. All right, floats to sinks. Let's lock in. What is the date on your milk currently in the fridge? Oh, it's probably within like 5 days of the expiration date. It's so fine right now. Let's go with floats to sinks. This is a tough one. I am going to say, ooh, I'm going to say human. How about that? I'm going to go with human. All right, chat, I'm going to restart the poll now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Make sure to include the hashtag. That's how your vote gets counted. Your hint was human. Hashtag femboys. I always turn milk into mozzarella cheese. Ooh, that's fun. Hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the answer. Ooh, I'm seeing so many answers coming in. It looks like 10 is winning right now. 12 is close behind. 11 in third. Very nice. It seems to be a pretty good 10 victory right now, though. Humans can float and sink. Get in your answers and let you know it is 1 vote per person. You only have to put in your vote once, and then after that, it will not be counted. Get in your vote. We are going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending the poll now. 10 was our winner. Dead center. Don't even need to move it. Let's see how we did. Hey! Very nice. That is 2 4s in a row. Good job, chat. Very nice. Meaning we are moving from a score of 6 to a score of 9. When we get a 4, it's only worth 3 points. It's not worth 4 because instead we get a bonus card, like an extra life added to the stack. Would have been at 3 cards remaining until game over. We're instead at 4. Score of 9. Good job. Good votes, everyone. And now we're going to switch to you guys giving the hints. Also, if you are having a good time, if you are having fun, please do consider giving us a follow. It really does help out the channel, allows us to keep making content for you, and you get to see next time we go live. And I'll mention, our main show that we do is actually not on TikTok. It's on that purple app that no one can mention. So if you want to see the main show where I have co-hosts with me, we play code names, there's camera switching, it's really, really well produced, give us a follow over on the purple app. There's a link in our bio. You can join our Discord to get notified. I don't get why that card's in the game. That is another default card in the game. Like, that's just, I don't like that one. New card, keep card. I'm doing a new one. All right, this is an interesting one. Y'all, Valentine's Day just happened. Oh, the name of the game is Wavelength, by the way. Sorry if I missed your comment. Wavelength is the name of the game. Find it at your local game store. Valentine's Day just happened, so this is a perfect card. Will be a second date, will not be a second date. You guys are giving the hints. I'm excited for this. Okay, let's start. Can do. All right. Changing focus to the board, opening it up. Chat, you may look. Blue 4 right there is what you are aiming for. You need to give me a hint so I can put the red dial right onto that blue 4. You're on a date. They do blank. Will there be a second date? Will there not be a second date? The spectrum right there, you need to give me a hint through this spectrum to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Closing it up, Mark, you may look. Messy eater, says Sky right away. For me, that's a hard will not be a second date. I'm never talking to them again. On their phone the entire time. Is named Kyle, says Kyle. Pulls out an egg and doesn't share. Pulls out a pocket egg and doesn't share. Oh, that's pretty rough. They argue with you on a first date? Sheesh. That's rough. Theme park doesn't pay for you. Eat some of her food. Okay, well, that's not that bad, right? That could be cute if done right, you know. Share some fries together. Unless it's like that, I think you should leave bit where the guy eats the person's whole burger. Orders for you. Yeah, on a first date, that's not cool. Keeps going to the restroom to check phone. That's kind of hilarious. He doesn't try or put in effort. All right, this is pretty far to will not be a second date side, but y'all didn't say stuff like, I don't know, is a knife murderer. So I don't think it's going to be maxed out, but I think this is going to be like pretty darn far to the will not be a second date side. Brings up politics, yes. That could be a rough one. All right. I guess it depends on what side of the spectrum they're on. Doesn't smell good. I'm locking in. I think it's about right there. This is pretty far, so will not be a second date without it being knife murderer. Whoa, okay. All right, you guys are more forgiving than I was. All right, you guys are giving the smelly person who checks their phone, orders for you, then eats their food. You're giving them a little bit of leeway. Good reason. I am being facetious there. Those were fine hints. I just pushed it a little bit far. I kept on reading bad ones. I kept on pushing myself further and further. That was on me. In reality, those are like being on your phone is a relatively normal thing that will not be a second date, but isn't crazy. You just picky? Yeah, my bad. Score of 9. We are down to 2 cards remaining. Oh, sorry, 3 cards remaining. Forgot about all those 4s we got. So, honestly, us locking in the past makes up for me not locking in there. I'm with you on this one, Mark. Thank you, Hanal. There's a lot of different answers this time. Can't be surprised on this. Yeah, that's fair. But by the nature of that card, just reading a lot of answers is going to push us towards the bad side. Illegal to legal. Pretty straightforward card. Yeah, I think I can run this. Knife murderer is a hard no, dude. That nobody gave that hint. That was me making one up as an example. Wait, what's illegal? It's a good question, Doc. All right. I'm giving the hints this time. Illegal to legal. Blue 4 that only I can see is what we're aiming for. Closing it up. Not being subscribed equal 1. That is exactly correct. It is illegal to not be subscribed at this point. If you're not following, please do consider giving us a follow so you can see us again. We don't usually pop up in people's feeds if they don't follow. We get people coming in saying, I haven't seen you in forever. Might need to follow. Thank you all so much, genuinely, for the follows, too. It does help us. All right, illegal to legal. Blue 4 that I saw a moment ago. Let me remind myself what the heck it was. All right, that's what I thought. Illegal to legal. Okay, I think I got a good hint. I think I have a solid one. The stream top up on my For You page twice, lol. Hey, glad to hear. Obviously, I prefer when that's the case. I think I have a good hint for you. My hint is going to be going to a national park. All right, I'm restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you want to set the dial to. My hint is visiting a national park. Hashtag followed by your answer on the spectrum of illegal to legal. Hashtag followed by your answer, visiting a national park. Asking for Pepsi and Coke is available, maxed out 0. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. Seeing a lot of 20s coming in, lots of 20s, some 19s coming up as well. All right, got some 19s and 18s getting in there. Oh, actually looks like 19's winning right now. Okay. Hashtag followed by the number you would like us to set this dial to. Might be a good point, Alumans. Might be, if people consider that. All right, get in your votes. We are going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am ending the poll right there. 19 was our winner. Let's see what we did. All right, not bad at all. That is 3 points, taking us to a score of 12. And yes, some of you had the logic exactly correct. Obviously, it's legal to visit a national park, but there are limitations. You might need a ticket, you might need to pay a fare, you might need permission to visit certain areas or to camp there. And if you are camping there, there are time limits on how long you can be there. I think there's like a general 2-week time limit when it comes to camping in national parks. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do that will get you kind of kicked out. But, you know, in general, it's legal. So a lot of you had the logic. Good answers, good answers. Changing the focus back to myself, we are now down to 2 cards remaining. I got 17, fair play. Yo. All right. Chat, you guys are gonna give me the hints this time, so let's get a good card. New TikTok reappears as it gets later. Yeah, it happens. Travel for business, travel for pleasure. I don't want to run this one on. I don't feel like running this one right now. Let's do a different one. Thank you for the follows, by the way. I really do appreciate it. It's the best way to make sure you catch the stream every time we go live. Would follow their social media, would not follow their social media. I like this card. This one's fun. This is a really difficult card, so if we miss and don't get points, that's fine. Also, XL Brennishell sent 2 roses. Thank you so much. I hope I said your name right. Fun one. It is. It's a tough one, but we have faith. All right. I am mixing up the board. I'm giving the hints to y'all this time. Changing the focus over to you guys, closing my eyes, revealing the board. Would follow their social media, would not follow their social media. Blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. Y'all need to give me hints so that we can put the red dial right onto that blue 4. All right, memorize that placement. You guys are giving hints. Closing it up. Mark, you may look. Giving me the hint. I'm seeing you. Me? Well, I would certainly follow my social media. Board Gamers Live, says Ames. Whoa, what a perfect answer for Maxed Out. If you're not already following, now's the perfect chance. Because, god damn it wasn't maxed out. There's plausible deniability, what do you mean? It's like, oh, well, you know, Board Gamers Live, they're good, but every once in a while, Mark throws. It gets pretty old. God damn it. There goes my follow read. Chat, if you're enjoying the content, please do consider giving a follow. I swear, it's like this. It's maxed out. Come on. That's worth 3 points, taking us to a score of 15 and 1 card remaining. Tarantino, Mark, Tarantino. I have completely forgot about leaving a foot for Tarantino. That's my bad, everyone. I'm dead. At least it was funny. Sky sent 2 fluffy hearts. Thank you so much. All right. 1 chat remaining, guys. Or 1 card remaining. No more plausible deniability. We need to lock in. Noah says unfollows. No! No, please! I swear. It's because you didn't do the Pokemon card. Yeah, my bad. Don't know how to do exactly 1 notch below. It's tough. It is tough. Don't get me wrong. There wasn't much you could have said to hit exactly there. I was just hoping that you know, the Board Gamers Live. Watch for educational purposes, watch for entertainment. Do I like this card? Am I running it? Does this please me? Oh, I like it. Okay. Alright. If you like it, we'll run it. This is an ego moment, lol. Come on. Mark's ego got the best of him. A classic fall from grace, an Icarus tale. All right. Watch for educational purposes, watch for entertainment. Ain't enough room on this dang table. Seeing some no's now. Watch for educational purposes, watch for entertainment. Ooh. I'm gonna go with, this might be a pool. So you guys might need to kind of like defer to others when we're referencing here, because I don't know if everyone knows this. I'm gonna go with Number File. Do you guys know who Number File is? It's a channel on YouTube that does videos about numbers and their history and different maths. Number File is going to be my hint. Nope, nope, nope. All right, I'll give a second hint then, so that you guys can understand. Let's go with. Never heard of it. Actually, let me restart the poll so that people who do know who Number File is can vote. All right, restarting the poll. If you know who Number File is, you can type hashtag followed by the number you would set it to. My second hint for you is going to be PBS Spacetime. It's a more modern YouTube channel. Really, really big one. I watch them a lot. PBS Spacetime, is public broadcast station Spacetime, is my hint to you. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number. I'm seeing so many 3s coming in. A few 4s and 5s. Genuinely getting a pedicure with Mark as at my entertainment. Yo. Glad to hear. Glad to hear you get to be entertained. All right. Ooh, some 6s are starting to come in, but 3 is still solidly in the lead. Get in your votes. I am going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending that poll. 3 was the winner by a decent margin. See how we did? Not bad, not bad at all. Yes, you know, you do watch them for educational purposes. You learn a lot. You really do. But with that being said, they are also entertaining, very entertaining YouTubers. I really enjoyed Number File's video series on Graham's Number. Graham's Number and Tree 3. Those are both very fun. Final score for this round is 18. Good job, chat. Not bad at all. Unfortunately, did not beat the previous score of 23, but that is not bad. The message we get for scoring a 23 in cooperative wavelength, wasn't here for what was said either. It happens. Message we get is, what do we get for an 18? Oh, we got you won. Hey, nice. Just a generic you won. Good job. Good job, everyone. Very nice. What time is it now? 6:19. I guess we can do another round. Since we started a little bit late, I do suppose I can do another round. With how nerdy you are, it would be way further right. It happens. Don't go anywhere. The captcha. I can solve it this time. If you are just getting here, it's the perfect time. We are starting from the beginning. We have 7 cards. We're going to try to beat our previous score of 18. So let me write on the new board. Yippee! Yes, yes. Since y'all are cool, we will do another round, I suppose. Previous score is 18. This is going to be the score to beat. We do need to lock in here. I need to find a good way to put these cards down so I don't knock them over. Let me switch out the boards so that y'all can see. We're cool. Everyone relax. We're cool. We can totally beat the score. Yeah, I think this is going to be a straightforward one to beat. We're locked in. What do we got? What do we got? What's going to be our first card? Ugly word, beautiful word. What do we think? We running this one? I've recently found you on my For You page and love joining you live. Yo, that's really awesome to hear, Riverdale fan. Thank you for the kind words. If you're also enjoying the content and watching, feel free to give us a follow. Do it, do it. Okay, all right. Ambitious card, but we'll run it. You guys are giving the hints, so I don't need to worry about it. It's going to be on you guys. Mixing up the board, opening it up. I am going to change the focus so that y'all can see. Ugly word to beautiful word. This is a tough card, but I believe in y'all. Memorize that placement. You need to think of hints to give me to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Closing it up. Mark, you may look. Changing the focus back to me. Ooh, getting the moist coming in already. All right. The moist brigade is here. Captcha. Ooh, that's an ugly word. Doc, that's a bad, bad word. Captcha. Moist. Okay, well, that one's going to max me out, dog. Google. Google has a flow to it. Flendermouse. Burrito. Do I think this is maxed out? Do I think it is? Captcha is pushing me a lot. Belch. You guys are giving me the moist and the belch, which are historically very bad words. Don't fall into the same bias. Skylar, you're spitting. All right, let's neutralize. Moist ain't that bad, all things considered. Pre-catch. Crabby. Hear me out, milk. All right, I'm going to trust Ames on this. Milk is a bit of an ugly word. Scrunch. Phlegm. I hate that. Yuck. That's the only one that got me to react out of all of those. I'll take it down 1 just for you making me read that word. And I'll lock in there. Hey! Oh, did I push it down too far? Nope, nope. That is touching. That is certainly touching the 4. Good job. Hey, you guys know ugly words. Meaning, for our first card of this round, that is a perfect 4, bringing the score to 3. Hey, what's going on? Why do we only get 3 points? Well, in this game mode, whenever we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points, but we get a bonus card. It's like an extra life. So we play until we run out. Would have been at 6 cards remaining. We're instead at 7. Get the jokes out now. Get them out now. Closing it up. Thought we'd miss with a phlegm and moist. You nearly did. It was close. W Ames. I do every once in a while default to some of the regulars during rounds like this. But I'm giving you guys the hints this time. So let's see what I'm doing. Bad movie, good movie. Fair. Fair and just. All right. Don't spam now, please. We'll see it. We are locking in. All right. You are also blue. That's a good point. Every time I see Aim's name, I think, why are you blue? All right. Bad movie, good movie. Y'all better not give Monster House as a clue again. I won't. Bad movie, good movie. This is an ambitious card for Mark. This is so subjective. It is. I know no movies. We share that. We share that trait. Bad movie, good movie. What am I going to say? Let's go with, I think generic, a movie like everyone's seen. Let's go with Inception. That's going to be my pick. I'm going to say Inception. A little bit of a divisive pick. Let me restart the poll, so don't vote just yet. All right, poll is restarted. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint is Christopher Nolan's Inception. Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted, and it is only one vote per person. So what's that? It's a movie where they go inside people's dreams. They enter people's mind palace through dreams, and there's a spinning top. And I watched a video recently about it. I got things I want to say about it, okay? It looks like it is very close between hashtag 15 and hashtag 17 right now. It is neck and neck, like Nightmare on Elm Street. In a sense. In a sense. All right, get in your votes. Hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. The movie is Inception. Looks like hashtag 15 is winning right now. Let's see. I will keep it going. It is very, very close between hashtag 15 and hashtag 17. Nightmare on Elm Street is also good. It is. I don't know if it's good for this placement, but it is a good way to describe it. Get in your votes. We're going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ending that poll. Hashtag 17 was our winner. See how we did? That's pretty far to the good movie side. Hey, that is points. That is not bad at all. For a very, very subjective card like this, I am going to be super happy with 2 points, taking us to a score of 5 and 6 cards remaining. Oh, it was 15. It was, yes, that was the second place score. So a lot of people were saying the correct answer, 15, where, you know, it's a well put together movie. It's Christopher Nolan. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to make a good movie. But it's a little overrated. It's a very film bro movie, and it's a bit overrated. When I watched it, I was like, damn, this movie's boring. I really thought Inception, of all things, would be a little bit more exciting. Any point is all right for this. Agreed. Yeah, Inception was the hint, if you didn't catch it, by the way. The name of the game is Wavelength. Inception ain't a 15. Do you think it's higher or lower? Are you an Inception fan? Did I offend you with my Inception comments? I apologize. Nope. We need a new card now. Trying to mod on PC, it's impossible. Yeah, appreciate the effort, Ames. Feel that way about Taxi Driver? I haven't seen Taxi Driver. Classic meme to dead meme. Chat, you guys are giving the hints this time. You want to run this one? Yes. C1, all caps, yes. Mr. Worldwide with the finger hearts. All right, I'm seeing some yeses. From what I know of Taxi Driver, I could definitely see that being correct. But have you added any new suggestions recently, Mark? I haven't. It's going to be a part of my overhaul. Oh, speaking of, guys, if you want to submit your own custom cards to be seen in this game, you can join our Discord. There's a link in our bio. We have a suggestions channel where I'm very soon going to go through and add a whole bunch of cards that people suggest. Seeing some no's, seeing a lot more no's, but some yeses. We're going to run it. We're going to run it. I've been heavy on the no's recently. We're going to give it a try. Don't do this one. No. Is just one person saying yes? The yes might be repeats. All right. I'll veto this one. If it comes back, we'll do it. I'm sorry to those who said yes. I should just be a mod. Perhaps it's just something we'll look at. Bad man, good man. We all said yes. Why? I'm sorry. Saw a lot of no's and I felt bad. I'm gonna do bad man, good man. This is another default card in the game. Alright, blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. Y'all need to give the hints on the spectrum of bad man to good man to get me to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Alright. Memorize that placement. I am closing it up. Mark, you may look. Seeing Danny DeVito, Obama. Oh, Obama's an interesting one, right? Because on one hand, he cares. On the other hand, he bombed all those people. So, you know, really is a toss-up there. Obama's probably middling. Uncle Iroh? Unc Iroh? He's gonna say Obama too, lol. Iron Man? Iron Man's another good one because, you know, like he feels... He's an Avenger. He saves people. But he also bombed all those people. Like, in that first movie, he was running a little wild. Mr. Beast? God, don't say Mr. Beast. Why is one person saying school teacher and somebody else saying Mr. Beast? Those guys aren't on the same side of this board. Zuko from Avatar? Is that his full name? His full name, Zuko? Wow, I never knew. It's kind of like Major. Batman is my hint. This seems middling. Maybe middling, slightly good. Okay, you know what? Dead center, because Uncle Iroh is a really good person. He mentored Zuko, helped him through his journey, saved the Avatar, but he also bombed all those people. He was a fire warlord during the past. So you know what? Dead center. I'm locked in. Guys, stop naming people who bombed others. It biases me towards the bad side. Murders? What murders? Is the greatest guy around. That's in the past, Mark, and who hasn't committed literal war crimes? Most people. They all said sorry for bombing the people they bombed. I'm with Mark on this one for once. Thank you, Thorn. Score stays at 5 with 5 cards remaining. Helps an old lady across the road but rushes her slightly. Does he have a bad history in Vietnam too? Did he bomb people also? I told you, Mr. Beast. I don't know if Mr. Beast is all that great a person. Mr. Beast was throwing me a little bit. I'll be frank. He was never tried. How can we know what Iroh and Obama and Iron Man did if they never faced trial? That's a good point. Mr. Beast is great. Okay. Alright. Not running that card! Woo! No way! That's a base card in the game, by the way. That's, I didn't put that one in. That one comes bog standard. Good new Pope, bad new Pope. You know what? Similar to the last one, but one we can run. What card was it? It was Proof God Exists, Proof God Doesn't Exist. I'm not touching that card. We're running Good New Pope, Bad New Pope instead. No. Alright, you know, user, you don't have to spam. You don't have to spam. You'll see it once, okay? You say it once and I'll see it. But because I vetoed the card that you liked last time, I will veto this one in your name, okay? There we go. We're even Stevens now. But please don't spam. Plain to fancy. Morgan Freeman on a bad day was perfect for the last one. You know what? Yeah, I'll actually agree with you. That was a fine hint. Uncle Iroh, don't even need to see the placement. What's fancy mean? This chat sometimes. Alright. Is there a cool religion, lame religion card? Not yet. Maybe suggest that one in the Discord. See, watch us give clues for that card. I think I'm gonna say, I think I'm gonna abstain. Plain to fancy. What am I gonna say? That would be entertaining. If we ever have a guest on we don't like, we're running that card. Plain to fancy. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say white toast, nothing on it. White toast, nothing on it. That is your hint. I'm resetting the poll. Y'all get to guess by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set the dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint is toast. White toast, nothing on it. Let's see. A lot of zeros coming in. A whole lot of zeros. Few people with some 2s and 3s. A couple 1s thrown in there. I did also see somebody say hashtag 20. They love toast. Toast! They got toast! Maxed out fancy. Zero is winning by a long shot right now. Make sure to include the hashtag when you vote. I can't wait for the Mark Logic to tick this placement past 1. Come on, country. Have a little faith in me. Get your votes. We're ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're ending that poll. 0 was the winner. But guys, Borghost was right. You did toast it. I toasted it. That's one step towards fancy. If I didn't toast it, then it's maxed out. If it was bread, it would be 0. Exactly. You get it. 1 believers, you were correct. It was, in fact, ticked up 1 because you toasted it. That's still 3 points, though. That'll take us to a score of 8. Sigh. Sigh, says Andy Lizzing. SMH. I was right to pin my perfect comment. You know, we'll take your word on it. I do actually. We won't have to show we won't show off to the people who lost. I guess that's how I'll phrase that. Score of 8 with 4 cards remaining. And you guys are giving me the hints this time. Better than bread, worse than everything else. Exactly. Precisely my hint. Never jump the gun. Alrighty. Next card is going to be... let's do... Ordinary to Extraordinary. We ran this card before. We'll run a different one. We saw that one earlier this game. No way you just said bread is bad. 80s to 90s. Well, I vetoed this one last time. Do people like this one? Bread's not bad. It's just plain. Yeah. No. All right. All I need to hear. This one. No. Oh, that's a lot of yeses followed by a lot of no's. All right. I see enough no's. We're going with no. We're going with no. I lean towards no on these, just so you know. Intrusive thought, stroke of genius. How about this? What do we think? All these darn Gen Alpha. All right, I'm seeing enough yeses. I'm just gonna run it. We switched the card too many times. Intrusive thought to stroke of genius. Setting the focus, opening up the board. Chat, you can give me clues to help me get the red dial right on to the blue 4. Intrusive thought to stroke of genius. It is a spectrum. On that spectrum, there's a blue 4. You need to give me a hint so I can put the dial there. Closing up the board. Hopefully you got a good look at it. Chat, you may look. Or Mark, you may look. No more skipping till TikTok get wrecked. Theory of relativity. Well, that's a pretty big stroke of genius, I would say. Thomas Edison, that ticks me up. Hate that guy. The wheel, the first person to slice bread. Well, that's gotta be maxed out genius. Chocolate milk and Reese's Puffs. Oh, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Fire, Nikola Tesla, like that guy a lot better. Albert Einstein, women in STEM. That's all I need to hear. Maxed out. Not even leaving any space. I'll change the focus so we can see it. Let's go. Let's go. That is a 4. W, women in STEM, getting us there. That means we are going from a score of 8 to a score of 11. It's only worth 3 points. This is not Mark being bad at math. This is, every time we score 4, we only get 3 points, but we get a bonus card instead. It's like an extra life, you know? We would have been at 3 cards remaining. We're instead at 4. Good job. Good answers, everyone. All right, I was nervous running that card, but y'all did good with it. All right, I'm giving the hints again. A slimy fellow. Talking about Edison, I assume. Ooh. Ooh, gives me chills. Maxed out ugly word, Thomas Edison. All right, not running that card. Newton, greater than everyone. I actually don't know all that much about Newton. I'm not well studied. Mean person, nice person. We are going to run this one. I'm giving the hints this time. And as a reminder, if you guys are enjoying the content, like what we do here, and would like to see more, please consider giving us a follow. It lets us keep putting these shows on for you. So thank you so much to everyone who's followed already. Really do appreciate y'all. All right. Newton stole his theories. Really? From who? Mean person, nice person. Bored ghost spamming's diluting my blue powers. Bored ghost. Newton was a virgin nerd, says Bored Ghost. Didn't know he felt so passionately about this. Ah! Forgot to change the focus. My bad. Mean person, nice person. What am I going to say? Let's say the hint. I'm trying to think of one. I'm doing my best. Okay, let's go with... Mean person, nice person. All right, I'm going to go a little bit out on a limb and say a person I'm not, like, super familiar with, but like, you know, I've seen them in interviews and everything. Let's go with... Oh, no, I feel like it's going to be a throw if I say that. Whatever, I'll go for it. Mark Ruffalo. Your hint is Mark Ruffalo. Keep in mind I'm biased, because, you know, Mark's... Actually, ignore that. Your hint is Mark Ruffalo. Poll is starting right now. Y'all get to guess by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. That is how you leave the vote. Make sure to include the hashtag. The sausage target guy? What do those words mean, Doc? Is that referencing something? Mark took the names off. He blew up and is not forgetting all his day ones. What? Yes, taking the names off. I'm so sorry, yeah. All right, wow. Lots of hashtag 15s coming in. Lots of hashtag 16s. As a reminder, it is 1 vote per person, so you only need to send your vote in once. If you send it again, it won't be counted. It actually won't do anything except waste your time. Almost maxed out because I love him. 17 seems to be winning right now. Get in your votes. I'm going to be closing the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am ending that poll. Hashtag 17 was our winner. See how we did. Not bad at all. That is points. We got 2 there, taking us to a score of 13. 13 with 3 cards remaining. All right, We got 3 more rounds to try to beat our previous high score of 18. I think we can do it. We got 3 cards. I think we're good for this. What do you say, Borges? Well, we're trying to beat our last score, is what I should say. All right, let me generate another card. You guys get to give the hints this time. We got it. I believe in y'all. Oops. Keep on just fricking around. I'm so sorry. It's just popping up the card up and down and not changing when I need it to. All right, Buster. Change this time. Unfashionable to fashionable. We like it? I think we can run this one. I am mixing up the board. I think it's whichever one has sent the most wins. Yes, yes. It doesn't take the average or anything like that. It just counts up how many of each hashtag are sent, whichever one has the most wins. Haven't been here in a while. Miss these. Whoa, Big Titty Lover and Haver, welcome back. Great to see ya. Holy moly. I should let you know that even in your absence, your name is memorable enough that it has been referenced continuously up until this day. So really great to see you. Yeah, I'm sure the regulars will be thrilled that you're back. Blue 4 right there is what we are aiming for. You guys need to give me hints so that I can put the dial right onto that blue 4. The card is unfashionable to fashionable. Memorize that placement. I'm closing up the board. You may look. Lol, I love that. It's been fun, yes. All right, unfashionable to fashionable. I'm seeing ripped jeans, flannels. Well, considering I'm wearing a flannel, I'm praying this is on the fashionable side. Miss Piggy, says Doc. That's all I needed to hear to lock me to the fashionable side. Icon, Miss Piggy. Denim, Uggs. Crop tops on men. Some of them can pull it off. Some of them can pull it off real well. I'm gonna call it fashionable, though. Glasses. Glasses tend to be fashionable. Okay, I'm not getting comments or like luxury brands or anything like that. So I don't think it's going to be that far on the fashionable side. I feel like it's pretty generic. I hate to doubt Miss Piggy like that. Miss Piggy on an off day. Okay, all right, I'll accept that. That's what's allowing me to do this. So, long sleeve shirt, under short sleeve button-up flannel. That's a lot of steps. Target, leather jacket. All right, I'm gonna lock in just a good chunk to the fashionable side. I hope I'm not throwing. Hey, oh, hey, I was really nervous about that. Okay, good job. Burgers is making fun of me in the background. Rude. If you didn't hear his comment, he said Mark became Italian for a minute. Hey, Mamma Mia, it's a 16. Very nice. Down to 2 cards remaining. We're actually doing great. We're very close to beating our previous score of 18. Miss Piggy was in a rush that day. Yeah, you know. No, it was still a good hint because it locked me to the fashionable side, like, permanently. I knew it was going to be there. Just need to decide where. Let me generate a card. I'm going to go next. Hear me out. Milk. That's a good one, Maz. Also, Maz, I popped in for a minute and watched and didn't say anything, but how did your stream go? I hope yours was fun. I saw that you were going live in the shameless self-promotion. I'm like, yo, that's super cool. It seemed like a lot of the regulars came by and supported you. Not running this card. That one's too personal. It was, would keep eggs in their pocket, would not keep eggs in their pocket. Chat, I used to keep eggs in my pocket, just so you know, in high school. It was for a snack. They were hard-boiled, and I'd be like, easy access to an egg. People thought it was weird. Genuine person, phony person. I feel like explaining what phony means. Chad is the best. Hey. Miss Piggy just woke up. You look like you would do that, heart. I'll accept that, yes. Bad band name, good band name. Okay, I love this one. People thought it was weird. They did. They'd be standing there, and out of nowhere, I'd suddenly have a hard-boiled egg, and I'd be eating it. And they're like, "Where'd you get that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it was in my jacket pockets." We all know what phony means. All the regulars do, Olive Tea. Anyone who's been here more than once does. All right. Let's see. All right, blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for. Bad band name, good band name. Sometimes you just need that anchor hint. It was good, then they broke the game. Also, I struggled thinking I could talk to him instead of chatting. That is different, you know. I was nervous. I'm like, do I even want to click on this and know what Maz sounds like? It's a scary road to cross. Bad band name, good band name. I'm giving the hints to y'all. Band name, the Pocket Eggs. Really want some pocket egg now? Hey, if you started following the trends, keeping an egg in your pocket, you could have one right now. All right. This is hard because if you put on the spot, you need to make up a band name and see if it's good or bad. All right, I think I'm cooking with this. I think I got a vision going. All right, hear me out on this one. Chat, my hint to you is going to be the Looney Tunes. Hey, what do we think? Good band name, bad band name? I'm restarting the poll right now. Y'all get to vote by typing hashtag followed by the number you would like to set this dial to. Hashtag followed by the number. Your hint is the Looney Tunes. I heard you out, and now can I get another hint? All right, if I were to give a backup hint, maybe. Let's go with the Tonys. I don't know. That might be going in the wrong direction. Where between the two hints, Board Ghost, of the Looney Tunes and the Tonys, where are you setting this dial?
Quite a spread.
Make sure to include the hashtag. That is how your vote gets counted. I regret saying 18. Come on. Feels Sue-worthy. And what if they're all dressed as Tony Soprano? Does that change your answer?
Yes, that's much better.
And they're like, we're the Tonys. And they don't sing or play music. 20, says Jeremy. Get in your votes. We are going to be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, that was a large spread on the votes. But in the end, 6 was our winner. It all makes sense, guys. It was 10. It was dead center. Is 10 not the perfect medium between the Tonys and the Looney Tunes? Now I want deviled eggs. We have no eggs in the house. Ooh, deviled eggs are so good. I look forward to Christmas and Thanksgiving every year just because my aunt makes deviled eggs, and they are amazing. No, Looney Tunes was so good. Looney Tunes, I should have just kept it at that first hint because that had the most spread. That might have landed us at a 10. Because it does go hard, but also you're going to get sued. So you got to balance those two things. Alrighty. Well, we are at 1 card remaining. You guys are giving the hints this time. We're not running that card again. Score of 16. We could beat the previous high score, or previous round score right now if we lock in. That's why I voted low, because the copyright thing. Fair. Movie Michael Myers would ruin. Movie Michael Myers would improve. This is the serial killer, Michael Myers. You toss him into a random movie. Haha, this is a good one, followed by 2 no's, 4 no's. Nah, all right. Sorry, it's a funny one. We'll run it on the regular show. So if you want to see some of those more out there cards that I've been skipping, feel free to give us a follow on Discord to be notified when we go live on the regular show that we do. We do it on the Purple app, where I have a co-host. It's very fancy. It's put together, and it's a little bit of a smaller crowd. So we get to do, what do you say? Link in bio. Mike Myers is hot. He'd make everything good. All right, we're going to run this card again. I don't mind running this one a second time. One day we'll get a regular show again. Come on, Maz. Acceptable place to scatter ashes. Unacceptable place to scatter ashes. Changing focus to the board. Opening it up. You guys can look. Blue 4 right there is what we're aiming for on the spectrum of acceptable place to scatter ashes, unacceptable place to scatter ashes. You guys need to give me a hint. Can we put the red dial right onto that blue 4? And if we get a 3 or a 4, we beat last round's score. So you got that going for you. Missed the Patreon halfway through the rewatch. Oh, well, glad you could rewatch. It was a fun Patreon stream. I really did enjoy doing that one. Public beach, off the highway. Off the highway? That's kind of crazy. Are you parking to do it, or is just out the window, gone? Going into the mountains, but it's also just a little bit illegal. Callback. Public park at night. Ooh. Spreading ashes at night really doesn't seem right. That does not seem like the right thing to do. It's a good episode. You gotta watch till the end, says Bored Ghost. Beach sand is good. Public lake's also good. Okay, I'll say these are acceptable, but like, not that acceptable. If you're at a public beach throwing around dead people powder, that's kind of a dick move. Beach on a rainy day. I feel like the rain adds to it. What do I think? Childhood home garden owned by unrelated people. That's an interesting hint. Lake that people fish in. Become fish food. Tub of expired instant coffee. Maxed out. Grand Canyon? Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon, that'll take me a little further acceptable. I think, I'm not going to fall into the pick trap of reading too many comments and being too far pushed one way. I'm going to say these are relatively acceptable, but there's little nuances of it being frowned upon. Ooh, that was a rough miss on my end. Sheesh. Alrighty. Unfortunate. Partially in the backyard if their kids or parents. Partially in the backyard's funny because it implies they missed. Like they're aiming for fully in the backyard, but didn't quite get it. Well, chat, final score 16, not quite beating 18, but that's okay. And yes, please don't spam. If you say your answers once, we will see them. Chat, the message you get for scoring a 16 is you won! Hey! So we didn't beat the previous score, but we still got the you won message. And you know what? That's what matters. Well, chat, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. If you want to see us again, feel free to follow and join the Discord. Joining the Discord is the best way to know when we're going to go live. And, hey, most of these cards you guys saw, these were custom. These were submitted by chatters. Chatters submitted these. So if you want to see your own cards that you write pop up on stream, we have a suggestions channel in our Discord. You can leave suggestions, and I go through occasionally, and I do big bulk batches that I add in of the fun cards. No, I just joined. This is so unfair. I'm sorry. I genuinely am. This was me going later than I was planning on going. So I knew I was going to wrap up, so I felt bad when I saw you join. But we'll be doing more of these TikTok lives, so you will see us again. But yeah, once again, best way to see when we're going to go live and to catch the main show that we do on Twitch is to follow the Discord. It's a link in the bio, so you don't have to go searching for it. Just in bio. All right, that is where we're going to call it. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys are an awesome community. Good night, TikTok. Good night. Goodbye. 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 Still live on YouTube. Still live on YouTube. And I'm not in a rush to turn it off just yet. Bye, everyone. Get well soon. Blimbos. Yeah, with these, I like to stay just an extra, like, second or so on the YouTube to chat with the regulars who are here. Yeah, so we unfortunately were not able to set up a method for doing the regular Twitch show tonight, so this was our compromise, going extra long with this form of game. Still fireball in it. Did you guys try to play Yap Yap? Still live on YouTube. We get extra seconds. Mwahaha. Yeah, I like to have a second to like cool down with the regulars, you know. I have to be going like really fast on TikTok, because if I stop talking or if I go on a tangent or a story, you can watch the numbers just plummet. And we are trying to get new people. We are trying to grow the channel. You're the best, Mark. Glad you and BG are live. Thank you, Dallas. I appreciate that. I'm super glad that y'all are here. It was a fun show. And yeah, so I'll let you guys know, because it doesn't really matter. The aggregator was broken nearly that entire stream. When I said, like, oh, I'll stop showing the poll, because maybe then you'll be less strained on the computer, it'll work better. And Borgo's like, oh, I don't know if that'll help. I knew that wasn't going to help. I was lying out my ass. I was lying about the poll every time from there on out. I was doing my best to just look at what people were saying and get a general estimation. That poll was completely broken. LMAO, love it. Still live on YouTube. Yeah. So I don't mind if you guys know that if that poll goes away, I'm cheating. I'm doing my best. I'm genuinely doing my best to try to gauge what the average chatter is saying, but it's impossible, you know? I get biased towards the end. Mark Thoreau on purpose. From time to time, yeah. And there's only one person that I saw who was giving the placements. I don't know if they ended up getting muted or not, or if they got better, but I knew it was dead center at that point, but I'm like, I don't like them having the validation, so I ticked it over. It's fine, it was cheating Monday. Yeah.
They did start playing.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm glad.
Ames for setting them straight.
Yeah. Thank you, Ames. Really do appreciate it. And I do enjoy when people come in and maybe start off as a bad actor, but when they learn the rules, change their behavior. That is a nice feeling. So I was glad that worked out then. When there's a lot of new people on TikTok, we get some interesting people in there. Anyone who is in TikTok probably saw the one guy, I forget their name, they had like the dark green profile picture, who was saying kind of like sketchy-ish answers for every single question, and was trying to get just weird things on the poll. Like every time, when they realized it was taking anything that happened after the hashtag, every single answer they're saying hashtag I am gay, because they wanted to see that on the board as a big haha whatever. And I'm like, you know, I don't mind not getting these people on the regular show. It's fine when a regular says something like that, but when it's coming from a complete stranger, it feels ill-intentioned.
And I love how they think that I haven't thought of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Borgos designed it so the bottom of the poll is cut off, so when you have one person who's typing weird things like that, it's always going to the bottom and is going to be hidden. Are you sure that wasn't just Noah? Like I said, I'm fine with Noah doing it, but definitely Moa. Tell Corey, hope he gets better soon, please, Mark. I will, Steve. I'll relay the message. Yeah, I feel bad for Corey. He's been really under the weather. We had our friend group, like, you know, not live streamed or anything, our just personal D&D session. Our first session of our new campaign was Sunday, and we've been looking forward to it for months now. Thomas was the DM, there was a whole bunch of people there, and Corey had to miss it because he was sick. And I'm like, that sucks. Luckily, it was a massive combat we did for our first session, and we're going to be continuing it into week 2, so Corey will still get to participate. Tell him to try drinking water every now and then, it might help. Oh, I should have thought of that. Oh my goodness. He has an IV with nothing but Fresca going through it, but I'll suggest, hey, let's try water. Fresca and water, same. Someone get him a trash can to drink out of. Corey is sick off his gourd right now, you know, like steam pack on the head, and he's just sitting, slumped in a trash can full of Fresca with just a straw leading down into it and a box of tissues next to him. That's what Corey's up to right now. Tell him we redeem hydrate. Maybe if he stops drinking out the trash cans. No, it builds character.
Builds antibodies.
Builds antibodies, yes. He probably accidentally drank out of the wrong trash can. Next time we go on Tim's show, he's going to pick up the trash can as the bit and just fully dump just sewage on him. Hope you enjoyed D&D. I can tell Thomas put a lot of work into it. Yeah, next time Thomas goes live, if they go live this week, you'll probably see the table they have set up in the background. And you'll see Thomas put in a lot of work. He put 2 tables together and has this combat spanning the entirety of both of these tables. He used so many maps when making this with so many like creatures on it that if you're standing on one side of the map, the long shot feature of the longbow does not reach the other end. That is how massive of a map he set up. I think Eldritch Blast with Spell Sniper does not reach the other end of the map. When's the next chat Jackbox? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, every once in a while, Jeremy and Corey will do it on theirs. I want to do it on mine again. I'm in a weird setup right now. It's very difficult for me to go live on Oatsby if I wanted to. I know I typically do Jackbox. I'm the board gamer who likes it best out of the whole crew. I genuinely just enjoy doing it. Put his thamos into that one. Thanks, Jeremy. I'll keep you all posted. The studio's in a weird state right now, but I think I probably will wrap it up there. Once again, as per usual, I'm glad you guys are here. If I have anything important to talk about, I'll do it for these after TikTok fireside chats. But if nothing else, we'll catch you on Wednesday, where I believe Austin is going to be our guest, which I am looking forward to. So, good night, everyone. Goodbye.